It's a beautiful night for homecoming in Lynchburg, Virginia. Last season, the Flames dominated Conference USA, going undefeated in league play. They'll look to continue that success tonight, but standing in their way, a hungry UTEP squad looking for its first win of the year. It's the Flames and the Miners, and it's coming up next on ESPN+. And with that, we welcome you up into our booth here at Williams Stadium alongside of Joe Yacht. I'm Matt Warner. And Joe, let's start with these Flames. 2-0 on the year, but it has been a grind. They came from behind to win at New Mexico State last week. You look back to last year, seemed like it came easy then. Yeah. It hasn't been that way so far this season. Any cause for concern on the Flames side?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think everybody needs to pump the brakes a little bit. The thing that's killed them is penalties. The amount of penalties that they've had has been a momentum killer for them. And then also, this is a new offensive line, and it's going to take some time for this offensive line to gel.
On the other side for UTEP, 0-2. Scotty Walden's first year leading the program. A heartbreaker last week in overtime that they lost. What have you seen good, and maybe also some things they need to clean up if they're going to get that first win?
Yeah, I think from the good side of things is that they've got a quarterback. Skylar Locklear is a good, efficient quarterback, and to win in college football, to have a quarterback obviously is the most important piece of the puzzle. Now, on the other side of the football, the bad is that two things. One, they've got to improve in the kicking game, and two, they've got to be able to stop the run. Right now, their run defense has had a very difficult time. So in order for them to have any chance in this ball game, they are going to have to stop a very lethal Liberty rushing attack.
Yeah, and it was a rushing attack for Liberty that had all kinds of success against the Miners a season ago. There's a look at Scotty Walden, first-year head coach at UTEP, as the teams
our coin
get
tonight
together.
Is our Conference USA
Midfield.
logo with colors is our head. The Conference USA logo.
We'll see who wins the toss here to begin this ball game. But as we mentioned, Liberty last week had to fight and claw to win its first Conference USA game of the season on the road at New Mexico State. They were behind late in that ball game, down 2 scores with about 5 minutes to go before storming back and winning on a couple of Quentin Cooley touchdown runs. On the other side, heartbreak for UTEP, as they actually had a 17-6 lead at the half over Southern Utah. As you take a look at Jamie Chadwell, Liberty head coach in his second season. But UTEP ended up losing in overtime to Southern Utah in front of 41,000 fans. They packed it out in El Paso a week ago. Scotty Walden, really, you felt for him in that post-game press conference. You could feel the disappointment losing in front of so many fans the way that they did. But you talk to him this week, and he says, this isn't just coach speak, but we have had the best week of practice we have had all season long. He thinks his team is ready to bounce back and put forth a really good showing here today against the conference favorites.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they did do a great job of the level of excitement last week. 41,000 fans in that stadium to watch a real good ball game where they went away with the loss. But now you've got to be able to keep it. Having high energy is one thing,
right?
And that's very important. Execution is the main thing. And so that's it. You got to keep the energy up, keep the excitement up like they have, but at the same time, you got to figure out a way in many different aspects of a football game in order to execute properly.
UTEP won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Liberty will get the ball first. Juju Gray, the explosive returner, out for a second straight week for Liberty. So Kylan Austin back to return for the Flames. He, along with Corey Jones, the 2 return men. There's a look at Scotty Walden. There's the energy you're talking about. He does not lack for that. And the ball falls off the tee. All that build-up.
Yeah. Then now you got to maintain.
Coach Walden's got to keep jumping.
The energy.
Yeah. Boy.
Look, he's still going.
He's still going. Look at that.
He's still going.
We had a great conversation with him this week. He is an electric personality, to say the least. All right, here we go.
We're getting low now. We're getting low.
The kick is away. Kylan Austin will have it as he drifts back into his end zone. He's going to bring it out. Austin running near side, looking to cut up, loses his feet, and down he goes at about the 17. So a good job in kickoff coverage for the Miners, and that's where the Flames will begin. Caden Salter, the Liberty quarterback. Talk about it not being quite as easy so far this year for Liberty overall. Hasn't been quite as easy for Caden Salter as well. breaking in some new receivers this season. Last year, the Conference USA MVP, preseason Offensive Player of the Year this year. But hasn't really been firing on all cylinders in the past game so far this year. First play of the game, they go to Quentin Cooley, and he rumbles his way for about 3 on first down.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that today. Quentin Cooley ran a little G play right there. Guard is able to pull around. You're going to see then Quentin Cooley takes that thing off tackle, get a little hook block back inside. Quentin Cooley take it off tackle. You're going to see a lot of Liberty run in between the tackles this evening.
Cooley ran for 88 yards and 3 scores in a win over the Miners a season ago. Von Blue moves out. They swing it to him now. Gets on the edge. The reception, turns it up. Picks up a few yards, but it'll bring up 3rd and medium. All right, let's take a look at the impact players, Joe. How you see it? Liberty offense, UTEP defense.
Yeah, obviously, I think the running game for Liberty with Quentin Cooley and Billy Lucas is going to be the focus. Now, Maurice Westmoreland, that's a guy, defensive end, that's going to have to get after the quarterback and cause some disruption for Caden Salter. He needs to be he needs to make a game-changing play where he can knock a ball loose and have something very positive happen for the Miners defense.
Big 3rd down right out of the gate for Liberty. Salter pressured, steps up, leans forward, and he's not going to get there. He just did get past the line of scrimmage, and so this UTEP defense that struggled so much at times a week ago against Southern Utah, they get a good stop and get off the field here on the opening possession.
Yeah, you take a look right there. The right guard just got beat badly, which didn't allow Caden to be able to step up in the pocket and make his throw. So that's the kind of pressure you put. You get Liberty in a passing situation, and you can have some success putting pressure on the quarterback. That's definitely a positive for them.
Opponents were converting on about 60% of their 3rd down opportunities against this UTEP defense, but they get the stop there. So Max Morgan in to kick it away. Cam Thomas awaits the punt. It's not a very good one. Off the side of the foot, and UTEP is going to get great field position for their opening offensive possession. So all week long, Flames fans are, oh boy, it hasn't felt so good. You know, it's been a tough go in these first 2 games. It doesn't come easy. Yeah. You think, oh, well, come home, homecoming. Let's see if they can kind of right the ship, get some rhythm. Not so far. 3 and out, bad punt, and UTEP's beginning in Liberty territory.
In the opening segment, I said they don't need to pump the brakes. You just might want to start tapping.
Maybe just start tapping.
Just a little tap on the brakes, maybe.
Well, this guy, he's all gas, no brakes. That's the quarterback, Skylar Locklear. First year with UTEP, ended up transferring from Austin Peay following Scotty Walden out west, and he has been great so far in 2 contests. Empty backfield, they swing it out. Cam Thomas on the reception. You're going to see a lot of that today as he picks up 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how Liberty decides to play the Miners defensively. Liberty, historically this season, has been a very big man-to-man team. Right there to start the game, they come out of the zone. So I'd like to see how much zone and man they mix up between the 2. Wide splits over here.
UTEP likes to work fast. A trip formation at the very bottom of the screen. Locklear now checking to the sideline. The running back Javon Jackson standing next to him. They give it to Jackson straight up the middle. First down yardage, keeps those legs churning, and he's down to the Liberty 30.
Yeah, and what that does, you see right there, when you go to that wide formation, especially notice on the first play where they threw the quick screen out wide. When you get to that really wide formation, it forces the safety to walk out, which is another man outside the box. Look at the impact players right here. The guy for Liberty is Brylan Green, the All-American safety who was one of the top in the nation last year in interceptions. He's going to have to be the one who does a great job on Skylar Locklear in this game.
Locklear also an athletic kid. He's not just a drop-back passer. He can pick up some yards with his legs as well. Looking to throw here. Liberty bringing pressure. Locklear stands in, fires a strike on the near side. Trey Goodman with the catch, turns it up, and he's close to another first down, maybe 1.5 yards shy.
Yeah, I really like what the Miners are doing offensively right now. They bring a pressure. Liberty brings a double inside blitz. Both backers come. They pick up the pressure really well and do a good job protecting. And he's able to deliver a strike on the outside.
So the offense moving the football early for the Miners. Locklear looking to throw again. Drops down sidearm, completes the pass. Smith keeps his footing up the sideline and down inside the 10-yard line. Jaden Smith hit initially, put the hand down, kept his feet, and picked up yards after contact.
Yeah, same thing. Liberty brings a blitz off the edge. They brought inside, which left TJ Bush come free. Smith does a great job keeping his bounce. They had the right call on at the right time.
Liberty defense kind of out of sorts on the snap. Locklear going to keep it, tries to cut it up. Still looking to, finally hit and dropped just inside the 5. Well, Locklear last week against Southern Utah did it all.
Yep.
He threw for 295 and a score.
I mean, did it all.
He ran for a score, and he also caught a touchdown at the end of regulation. He was the first guy since 2015, Kevin Hogan of Stanford. The last guy in FBS play to do all 3. Interestingly enough, Christian McCaffrey also did it in the same game. 3 receivers to the left. Locklear looking that way, now looking to pull it down. He's surrounded by flames, hit hard and dropped. He'll lose a couple there as there was nowhere to run.
That was a good decision by Skylar Locklear right there. Liberty was in man-to-man coverage, and he wanted, you're going to take a look right here, he wants to throw it outside quick, but he saw the man sprinting towards him. That ball, if he throws that ball, there's a chance it gets picked and it goes 95 yards the other direction.
3rd and goal from about the 8. They split it wide. Twins at the top, Twins at the bottom. Empty backfield. Jaden Smith in the slot to the left. Locklear looking that way. Drops down sidearm, incomplete. No flags on the play. That was Jerome Jolly in coverage. And UTEP will have a field goal opportunity here early on.
Yeah, and you look at this play right here. They split everybody out wide. They know what their decision is. They get their man in the slot. They're just playing one-on-one. They know they got man coverage, and Jerome Jolly does a great job defending him without causing pass interference. That's exactly what UTEP wanted to do, is a one-on-one battle. Liberty wins that battle. Great job by Jerome Jolly on the defense side of football.
25-yard attempt for Buzz Flabiano. He had a couple of critical misses late in their loss last week. This one up and good. So he puts UTEP on the board first. A strong start for the Miners on both sides of the ball. Scotty Walden has to love what he sees early on.
Welcome back. UTEP gets on the board first here in Lynchburg. When you look at Liberty running back Quentin Cooley, he was the hero for the Flames last week in that win over New Mexico State. But when you look to the first half, he only had 3 carries. I asked Quentin Cooley what he felt about that, and he didn't complain. He just said whatever is best for the team, whatever it takes to win. And his teammates are noticing that approach and attitude and mindset. And the Flames have been looking for this type of leader, this voice to step up. Cooley has been that guy the last month or so because he feels a responsibility to do so, especially as a captain on this team. Guys, that being said, co-offensive coordinator Willie Korn told us, regardless of how we're rotating backs this season to keep their legs fresh, Cooley cannot end the first half with 3 carries. He's too good. Sometimes you have to throw out the plan, hand off to one of the best running backs in the country, and let Cooley ball.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that Quentin Cooley has become the leader of this football team. The thing is, he has faced so much adversity, and the ability to overcome that adversity has really stood out in his life. For all you folks out there that are listening right now, watching on TV, go on the Google machine. You know, we like the Google machine now. Go on the Google machine and Google Flames Central Quentin Cooley. Did an incredible story on him and the adversity that he's faced in life. And when you face that type of adversity, football is small potatoes, and he has showed incredible leadership for this football team throughout this season.
Yeah, he certainly has, and Liberty as a team kind of facing some adversity themselves here early in this ball game. Kylan Austin booted that one initially on the return, fortunate to track it down, but a second straight drive begins inside the 20. Cooley with the handoff and tripped up on, looked like he was about to get the edge, but that was Dorian Hopkins, the leading tackler in Conference USA, the transfer from Tulsa, who just got enough of Cooley to get him to the turf.
Yeah, Dorian Hopkins does a great job. He shows patience, then he sheds off the block and be able to get Cooley around the shoestring. He could have gone for a lot of yards there. Great tackle by Hopkins.
He had 16 tackles at Nebraska in week 1. That was twice his career high entering that ball game. He's been a huge addition for them on the defensive side. Option coming near side. Darius Copeland able to shed the tackle, makes another man miss, falls forward across the 25-yard line. Copeland Franklin, wide receiver. Get him involved early. It looks like he pulled up a little gimpy at the end of that. He'll limp to the sideline. And
yeah, take a look right here. Is what you do is you establish that inside run, get those backers and defense end crashing down, and then hit the ball out on the perimeter quickly. What Liberty does so well in the run game is their ability to keep mixing it up, inside, outside, back and forth.
3rd and 1. Flames looking for their first down of this ball game. Cooley in the backfield. They give it to him. Runs into Westmoreland, shakes him off, and falls forward for the first down. Here's a stat for you, Joe. In 16 games as a Flame,
okay,
Quentin Cooley has been tackled for a loss 4 times. 4 times. He's now rushed over 250 times in his career. He's been tackled for a loss 4 times and hasn't been tackled for a loss in now 7+ straight ball games.
Hey man, this one's easy. You know, when they call him the bowling ball. The bowling ball knocks over pins,
That's
baby.
right. That's right.
What he does.
They give it to him again up the middle. Not much doing there, just a couple. He's been able to get positive yards, but it hasn't been a lot. This UTEP run defense has been pretty stout here early on.
I like what I'm seeing so far from UTEP's run defense. They're getting good pressure through the gaps. The linebackers are showing patience, and they're able to stop for some very short yardage gains. They have to be able to consistently do it. Keep their gap control. It's so important. That's where they've really fallen short in past games, where they've just lost gap control and teams have broken off some long runs on them.
Mobley and Trayon Sibley with the receivers to the right. They give it back to Cooley again. Breaks a tackle, tries to stiff arm another as he crosses the 35. It'll bring up 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, you can see this is exactly part of the Liberty game plan right here, as they feel as if they can pull that wide side, the right side guard around, and be able to loop him around and then give Cooley the ball and let him slip in between that tackle, be able to get that seal down block with the kick out and then help him find that spot. They feel as if they have something in that play. They probably ran it 3 times already.
3rd and 3. Salter looking to the sideline. Cooley remains in the backfield. Running the option near side. Salter cuts it up, falls forward, and has the first down yardage. We've seen more of the option look so far tonight than we did all of last week, I think, against New Mexico State.
Yeah, and you know, if I'm UTEP, you know, if I'm UTEP, look right here, right there. They say, "There's your pitch, man." This goes back in to be able to allow Salter to keep the football. But if I'm UTEP, I'm going to have Salter keep the football. If he wants to try to run the football, I'm going to try to get as many hits on him as possible throughout the course of the game.
Blue and Cooley to either side of Salter. They give it to Cooley, near side, cuts it up, breaks a tackle across the 50, inside the 40, and finally knocked out at about the 32. You keep giving it to Quentin Cooley, and he gets 3, 4, 3, and then bang, pops a big one.
Yeah, take a look right here. Just a little outside zone. That's what we talk about, that gap control. You see the linebacker come in there and to fill the hole. He's got to be able to fill that hole and make the tackle. It's the missed tackle that allowed Cooley to pick up so much yards. How many carries does Quentin Cooley have right now, Matt?
He got 6 Cooley. 6 carries. Yeah, 45 yards.
6 cool carries.
Yeah, that's right.
And in the second half of last week's game, he'd only had 3 at one point. So, yeah, there's definitely been a concerted effort to get the ball to Quentin Cooley.
Cooley has a seat. Billy Lucas, the back in there now. They'll give it to him running to the far side, trying to turn the corner. Does so. It gets about 5 on first down.
The Miners defense is doing some good things. Oh, we got somebody, because that Cooley shook up. Looks like Cooley's over there on the sidelines, might be injured.
Yeah, you're right. I was just going to say before that carry, Liberty typically doesn't swap out backs in the middle of a series. But, yeah, Cooley on the ground on that Liberty sideline. So definitely concerning for Liberty as he's such a big part of their offense. Blitz comes from UTEP. Back shoulder throw. Mobley makes the grab. Toe taps on the far sideline. And it's a first down Flames inside the 15.
And that's that continuity you start talking about with Liberty's offense. What Salter sees, he gets a full blitz. They're playing man on the outside. Throw it to his back shoulder and be able to toe tap that down the sideline. It's a great job of recognizing by Caden Salter the ability to know I've got man-to-man. Let's take my best matchup and my easiest throw. Well executed.
Mobley, the transfer from Coastal Carolina, had great success in that offense a couple of years ago with Jamie Chadwell. Lucas has a seam up the middle, and he walks in. So Billy Lucas finds the end zone. Second time this season he has done so, and the Flames go in front.
Yeah, this is just your standard inside zone play right here. Take a look right here. get the motion man. No, they pulled the guard around.
That was
with
DJ
the kickout
Geth.
block. Yeah,
Big DJ Geth on the move.
Touchdown. North Carolina transfer, DJ Geth. Moving, good kick-out block. Create that gap right up the middle. Easy walk-in touchdown for Billy Cool Hand Lucas.
Colin Harhue in for the extra point. Up and through. Liberty 2 pass attempts thus far. They've run the ball 11 times. What do you think the game plan is?
That's
Ground
statement.
and pound in Lynchburg. Well, Liberty scores, but some cause for concern. Quentin Cooley carried to the medical tent. Here was that long run that he had as part of that scoring drive. We didn't really see anything at the end of this run. In fact, it looked like he popped right back up after 28-yard scamper, looking good. Next thing you know, they're carrying him to the medical tent. Now, it almost looked like he was smiling and talking to somebody as they were carrying him in there. Emily Austin letting us know during the break they're kind of working on that left leg. So we'll keep an eye on that. Certainly that would be a huge loss for Liberty if he's not able to continue here tonight.
It's a little strange. You never really saw him doing it.
Yeah.
He popped right up, pointed for first down. And
Cam Thomas on the return. Dangerous return man. Tries to get the edge. Flames have him corralled and taken to the ground at about the 22. So UTEP a strong start. They got the 3 and out. They put a field goal on the board. Now they have to respond after giving up 7.
And what I liked about that first drive from UTEP, it was a little bit of cat and mouse. They had 2 calls offensively with the right calls on against what Liberty was trying to do to them defensively. Got the ball down in the red zone. Then Liberty mixed it up and went to a couple man-to-man coverages and were able to have the right calls for them at that time. So there's a little bit of chess game going on between the offense and defensive coordinators right now. Scotty Walton telling us Liberty is the standard in this conference. That's who we're chasing. We have a chance to make a big statement here this week. Locklear has that one deflected right back to him. He grabs it, now looking to run with it. Just lowers the shoulder and gets maybe 1. That's a catch, right? That was a catch. So add that into his repertoire. I mean, he does it all. Yeah. I tell you, though, just seeing him in person, this is a fun quarterback. Yeah. I mean, he moves well. You've seen him drop down, sidearm on a couple of throws. He's an athletic kid who was slated to be the starter at Austin Peay. Scotty Walton, he does. Scotty Walton said he would have been the guy as he fires a strike, middle of the field, catch made, still on his feet, spinning his way near the 35. That's Jaden Smith. I'll tell you, the more that I watch Locklear, the more that you see he's just got that gunslinger type attitude. Watch him drop back right here, and you just see nothing there. It's like, and that's little sidearm. Gets out quick. It's crisp. Yeah. It's crisp. It comes out crisp. 4 receivers to the near side. Locklear pressured. Throws incomplete. Flag flies in. I think that's going to be a hold as TJ Bush was closing in quickly. Looked like that might have been Otis Pitts that hung on and drew the flag. Our official today, Garrett Dickerson.
Holding. Offense. Number 65. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, second down.
Correction, they got Isaiah Wright on the hold.
And that has been the Achilles heel. Oh, yeah, just fell around. That's been the Achilles heel of this Miners team, is that so many penalties.
Correction, first down.
I can't remember the number. It was like 10 or 12 penalties last week alone.
Both of these teams. Liberty last in the nation in penalty yards per game. UTEP 129th. So they have both been sloppy here out of the gate. Completion, far side, Thomas the catch. And undercut taken down by Alex Oliver.
Yeah, I like the strategy of what they're trying to do right now. Those quick passes, horizontal passes, quick, pick up some yardage, spread the field, and they've attacked it over the middle some. They've done a really good job mixing up their passing game.
Well, that's part of their game. They had a lot of quick passes, behind the line of scrimmage. Run up the middle, making a man miss it. Picking up the first down is Javon Jackson. How about that?
Yeah, Liberty's been saying we've been running our G play, and they said here's a G play for you, right back at you. Pulled the guard around, good patience, and by the running back, and able to find a little crease right there and pick up a nice chunk yardage.
Jackson lost his shoe on the play as well. They just toss it back to him. He stays in the game. He was a second-team All-American at Austin Peay last season. Again, 11 players followed Scotty Walden from Austin Peay to UTEP. He says that has been so important in building and establishing his culture, having so many of his guys there to help him do that. So first down for the Miners now. They're approaching midfield. Locklear pulls it out, loads up, looking downfield, fires for Thomas, double coverage, and it's picked off. It's picked off by the Flames. Coming near side off the interception with room, cutting it up across the 40, still on his feet, finally stepping out of bounds for Liberty. That interception was made by Christian Bodner. It looked like he and Brylan Green both got their hands on it.
Christian Bonner did a great job, but this is Brylan Green. Brylan Green goes back playing free safety, goes the other side of the field, comes all the way across, goes to make the play, makes a great play on the football, and then Bodner is just there to clean it up for him. But that defensive play was made by Brylan Green. He started to the left side in his back pedal, read the quarterback's eyes, high over the top, comes up, pops that ball up, and makes an easy interception for Bodner. That is what All-American safety Brylan Green is, an impact player.
First interception of the season for Liberty. They had 21 last year to lead the nation. Brylan Green involved in a number of those as well. So Liberty gets the ball back after the long return. They start in UTEP territory. Billy Lucas gets the carry. Straight up the gut for 5 or 6. Well, you go back to the meeting between these two teams a year ago. Liberty won that game 42-28. Liberty rushed for 469 yards, second most in program history. And even more interesting than that, Caden Salter threw for 22 yards in that game.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, that game was basically the reason he didn't throw for 3,000 yards last year.
Procedure.
Now flags fly, and we're talking about the penalties being a problem for UTEP. They've also derailed more than one drive
False start
for Liberty this year.
Offense, number 75, 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
So after a nice first down run, they'll back it up.
Yeah, a little defensive shift got them. They try to shift the line down and cause a little uncomfortability.
A little shake up on the offensive line this week for Liberty. Jordan Hall getting the start in place of Xavier Gray. And 2nd and 11 now for the Flames. They pitch it out to Lucas. Good job on the edge. Coming down was A.J. Odoms. First man to him, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
See, that's A.J. Odoms getting in the film room right there. That's A.J. Odoms. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and A.J. Odoms in the film room. He sees the tight bunch set. He sees the quick pitch. He knows it's there right now. He knows that set. He knows they're trying to hit with an outside run, and he attacks it right now and makes a really nice play.
So 3rd and long now for Liberty. That penalty really getting them off schedule. Long blue in the backfield. Salter takes the snap, climbs in the pocket, eyes downfield, now going to take off. Blue trying to block, didn't get much of the guy, and Salter doesn't get much on the carry, only about 3 yards. And now it's decision time for Jamie Chadwell.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes at 40-yard line, or is that right on the 40?
Yep.
You know, 4th and 7.
And they're going to send out the punt team. Yeah, this is kind of that area where it's like, if you pin them deep inside the 10, maybe. Yeah. If you boot it into the end zone, it's only about 20 yards difference. You know, when it's all said and done. So we'll see what Max Morgan's able to do. He shanked one his last time out. Cam Thomas stands inside the 10. Morgan puts a foot into it. Flames looking up. And it's taken down at the 1, and that's why you punt the football in that situation, Joe Young. Max Morgan drops it at the 1-yard line.
That looked like an Emily Austin pitching wedge from 90 yards right there. Right on the pin.
Well, this was just a moment ago. Quentin Cooley making his way back to the Liberty locker room. Now, good to see him up and moving
jogging,
well, so that's good news.
Yeah.
But they are going to go check him out. We'll see if he ends up making his way back into this ball game. So great punt by Max Morgan. Ends up pinning UTEP deep here to begin this drive late in the first. Some good things from UTEP. We've seen them move the football. We've seen them have some explosive plays. Obviously, the interception derailed their last drive that was looking promising.
Now we got to find out right now with little Skylar Locklear what he's like when he's coming out of the soup.
Standing about 4 yards deep in his own end zone. Empty backfield. Now he brings Thomas across the formation. He looks that way, fires, caught by Thomas, turns it up across the 10-yard line, lowers the shoulder and gets out past the 15. Cam Thomas, they list him at 5'7", 185. He plays a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a clinic right there on how you draw up the quick screen with the 2 blocks that he was able to get.
Locklear pulls it out, drops down, fires to the far side. Catch made by Jaden Smith. He's able to pick up a couple on first down.
I'll tell you what, man, I really like this quarterback. I like this guy.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Redshirt sophomore. That'll get us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Had a lot of excitement, not a lot of scoring. This promises to be an exciting one the next 3 quarters as well. 7-3, Liberty leading UTEP. It's the 50th homecoming game for Liberty University, and these Liberty fans like what they've seen so far.
Those guys,
they lead 7-3. They like
those
this
guys,
as well. This was the interception by Christian Bodner. Draw it up, Joe.
Yeah, you take a look right here. You get a speed post right there, right through the middle. He's got him, but watch this guy. Brylan Green works this way. Then he comes all the way back over here to make the play and then allows Christian Bodner to be able to make the interception. You see Skyler works left, deep, reads the quarterback's eyes, and comes all the way across the field, pops the ball there, gives Christian Bodner a little early Christmas present for him.
Big plays early in this ball game. UTEP with the football again here, 2nd and 8, just inside the 20. Coming near side, and that short hops the intended target, Jaden Smith, and we'll bring up 3rd and long. Smith, a transfer from Eastern Kentucky. Interestingly enough, he had his biggest game of the season last year against Austin Peay, 130 yards receiving. Scotty Walton said, that guy, I like that. Let's get him to come west with us.
Get that guy. 3rd down. To kind of look we get from Liberty. Looks like they may be bringing a blitz. Might just be showing.
Joe Carter backs out. Now here comes the pressure. Bodner on the blitz. Locklear avoids it. Throws into traffic. Picked off. A 2nd interception for the Flames. This time it's Dexter Ricks Jr.
Yeah, that was really Skylar Locklear's first mental mistake of the day. They brought the blitz from the outside. You'll see they'll bring the blitz from the outside. The back doesn't pick him up, but he's able to escape it. He's got to give him the ball right now. Instead, he tries to go to the outside, and they're in the zone defense, and Dexter Ricks is right there to pick that thing off. Right now, deliver to the back, try to get that one-on-one matchup, maybe pick up the first down. Just made the wrong decision on where to go with the football right there.
Yeah, that was Christian Bodner on the blitz, so he has been a big part of this Liberty defensive effort so far here tonight. Ricks, the sophomore out of Georgia, with his first interception of the season. Flames trying to take advantage. Salter rolling out, now looking back across the field. He's got a man. Blue with the catch down at the 1. Vaughn Blue showing you the athleticism and the hands out of the backfield as they hit him for a big play.
Yeah, and that's what I'm a big fan of, taking that shot after a turnover. Vaughn Blue comes out of the backfield, has the initial fake, and then runs the wheel route while you move the pocket to the other side. Get all the flow going to one side, come back, throw the wheel route to the backside. Great catch, great throw.
Billy Lucas keeps the legs churning. Little push from his buddies. Is he in? Yes, he is. Billy Lucas finds Paydirt for the 2nd time tonight. And the Flames, the turnover, 2 plays later, they find the end zone.
Yeah, always love taking a shot after a turnover, especially when you're on the other side of the field. Just a straight power play up, got a little fullback coming across, and just grit your teeth, find nose to get to the end zone. That was it. Now it's very important for UTEP. Locklear has thrown a couple interceptions, but can he play through that in order to have some success? He definitely has all the talent. He's got to mentally stay in there and put him on a good drive coming back here.
They blow this one dead as
the ball was not ready for play. We were playing the try.
They said that they were not ready, so they're going to do it again. This is just your classic do-over.
Yeah, it's
is what this is. That's what Jamie Chapwell's saying. Wait, what?
Now, if I'm the ref right over here, I say, Jamie, listen, we got to blow the play in first. Okay, just relax. There we go. Let's get all under wraps.
Rush! Rush!
Carhue in for the extra point attempt. It is up and through. So a quick two-play drive for Liberty as they push their advantage now to 14-3. Turning a little defense into offense for the Flames. Well, last week things did not go smoothly for Liberty for much of the night at New Mexico State. This was the play that turned the game. Quentin Reese forced the fumble. You get the scoop and the score from C.J. Bazell. Liberty trailing late in this ball game, and then Quentin Cooley bailed them out. A couple of big touchdown runs, and the Flames escape 30-24 against the Aggies. They had nothing going their way, really 3 quarters before somehow escaping Las Cruces with a win. So far tonight, a lot more going their way. A couple of interceptions, a couple of touchdowns here early on. It feels a lot different than it did a week ago.
Yeah, they're mixing up their defense as well. I do like what Skylar Locklear is doing. I want to see what his reaction is to facing a little adversity on the 2 interceptions. The first one wasn't his fault. That was just a great play by Rylan Green.
All right, with more, we check in with Emily.
Yeah, multiple UTEP coaches taking ownership over here on the sidelines, including head coach Scotty Walden. He said to his defense, that's on us. We're owning that one. Keep fighting, stay the course, and I'll put you guys in a better position next time.
Walden, he calls the plays, by the way. Head coach also calls the plays. That's what he's always done. He says, you know, if I get a head coaching job because I'm a good play caller and quarterback coach, why would I give that up now? I'm going to continue to do that. And so he is in charge of all the offensive plays and calling that in for his young quarterback. Locklear looks to the far side. Completion, turning it up, and getting the first down on the reception was Trey Goodman.
I like what UTEP does in their short passing game, because there's 2 things. One, they got guys who can run after the catch, but the second part of it is they do an excellent job with their receivers in terms of blocking on the perimeter.
Actually marking just short, so second and about a half a yard. Locklear looking to throw, now climbing in the pocket, going to take off and run for the first down yardage. He gets about 3, and that's plenty.
Yeah, it comes across to me that Skylar Locklear is just one of those guys that he's a turn-the-page guy. He's not going to hang his head. He's going to keep competing. He's going to keep throwing the football. He's got that gunslinger mentality to him.
9 of 13 through the air, but those 2 interceptions costly. Quickly slings it out, catch made, and wrapped up and dropped in the backfield. That was Quentin Reese, who got there in a hurry, and Jaden Smith had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and that's where they've got you outnumbered on the outside. So what they're counting on right there is for you take a look right here, is for the receiver to be able to beat that one-on-one. But you got to do your homework. Quentin Reese is one of the best tacklers on Liberty's football team.
A breakout season for him a year ago, 55 tackles on the season. 2nd and 12 for this UTEP offense. Locklear changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Pressure comes. Good catch. Outstretched along the far sideline. That was Goodman again with the grab. We'll give them about 3rd and 8.
Yeah, see, those are the plays that you look at what Locklear does right here. He wanted to sit in the pocket and allow that play to develop, but TJ Bush speed rushed out of the outside and put pressure on immediately. He saw it coming, and he was able to get the ball out of his hands to just put themselves in the 3rd and 8.
Big 3rd down. UTEP has not converted one so far today in 2 chances. Locklear stands in, fires, it's picked again! Another interception for the Flames! The 3rd of the day as Elijah August stepped in front of that pass and made the grab. And now a flag on the field.
Holding.
And so the official's going to sort this out. Will that interception hold up?
They got it going both ways, I think.
A big call coming.
incorrect preliminary signal, personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 3. Hitting the quarterback well after the pass was thrown. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Boy, that is, and you talk about some of the dumb penalties Liberty has had throughout the season. Add that one to the list.
Yeah, and you got to give.
Boy, I don't. Okay, I take back what I just said. If that was it, I don't know. That's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough. I certainly expected a lot more than that.
There were some hits there, but they're trying to hold them up.
But a big break for UTEP. Can they take advantage of it? Locklear climbing in the pocket, now looking to run. He's going to tuck it and gets, looks like he might have gotten the first down along the far sideline.
I'll tell you one thing. I bet Brett Favre would have liked to have some of those calls, huh?
There's a few quarterbacks throughout the history of college and pro football that would have liked that.
They could have extended their career another 10 years if we got those calls.
So it is a first down for the Miners. You said this feels like a big drive for them.
Yeah, escape that interception, have the opportunity.
Locklear drops out sidearm. Cam Thomas on the reception, middle of the field. Wrapped up, taken down after he gets a 4 or 5. Thomas, he plays the position they call minor back. Kind of a hybrid receiver running back. Scotty Walden said that's kind of a Tavon Austin, Deebo Samuel type guy that can do a little bit of everything. And Thomas fits that mold perfect.
Yeah, he's a football player. He's just a football player.
Locklear looking to throw again. Pressure comes. Looking downfield, directing traffic. Didn't feel TJ Bush creeping up behind him. And he wraps him up and drops him. All right, we got an update on Quentin Cooley. We check in with Emily Austin.
Yeah, guys, quick update. Just spoke with Senior Associate Athletic Trainer Elias Levenway. Cooley is back out from the locker room. He is on the bike. He's gone through a lengthy bit of exercises. His status as of right now is probable. I'll keep you updated if there are any changes.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Yeah, this was the play that really ended Cooley's day to this point. Carried into the tent, then went to the locker room for evaluation. And good to see him on the bike. And Flames certainly hope he'll be back on the field soon. Third down coming now for the Miners. Locklear hits Jackson out of the backfield, and he has first down yardage bumped out by Quentin Reese.
And that's a great call. That's a great call. What they did is they motioned Jackson back into the backfield. They saw the man come with them, so that immediately tells you that they're playing man-to-man. They're bringing a blitzer from the outside. You'll see the blitzer come from the outside. So what do? You just get the ball in hands quickly, let them pick up 6-7 yards, move the chains. That's just good fundamental
Liberty has called their first time out of the half
by the UTEP Miners right there.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Liberty out to a 14-3 lead, but the Miners are driving. 14-3, Liberty leading here, 10:50 to go in the second quarter. We told you a little bit about it earlier. Let's show it to you. Skylar Locklear, what he did a week ago against Southern Utah. Yeah, you got a little touchdown pass to the back out of the backfield. No big deal.
That's
right? One. Then you go, well, I'll just do it myself. This one looked like he was surrounded. Somehow he makes his way to the end zone. Okay, you've thrown one, you've run for one. But then, as time expired in regulation, this was to send it to overtime. He catches one. I asked Scotty Walden, what'd you call that play? What's the name for that play? He wouldn't tell me. He said, just call it Wild Wild West. I said, all right, we'll go with that. Wild Wild West, send them to overtime. Unfortunately for the Miners, that's where they would fall. But driving now, they've had some success against this Liberty defense when they haven't turned the football over. Locklear fires. The catch is made. No, knocked away.
What a great throw.
Alex Oliver in the coverage there, and Kenny Odom not quite able to haul it in.
Yeah, I mean, this is just pitch and catch. You know you're into the weak side, the short side of the field right here, playing man-to-man. Locklear delivers it right on his back shoulder. Great play.
Boy, he stuck with it, didn't he?
Dixon makes a great play, sticking with it, just like you said, and be able to knock that football out. Still got to be able to come down with that ball right there as a receiver.
2nd and 10. Jackson in the backfield. Locklear going to keep it, and the Flames defense was all over. That was C.J. Bazell, preseason Defensive Player of the Year in Conference USA. He did not go for the fake.
Yeah, C.J. Bazell did a really good job of closing that down. It looked like there was a potential hole there, but C.J. Bazell used his speed in order to close that down, shut it down, put him in a long 3rd and 10.
Liberty crowd starts to make some noise.
And this is where you've seen Liberty done a good job defensively. It looks like they're in a cover 2 zone. You can see 2 high safeties. Will they mix it up and change this into man-to-man coverage? Looks like they're sticking with their zone.
They're trying to direct traffic.
No, they're in man.
Locklear flush from the pocket. Tries to spin back, avoids the rush. Reversing field. Eyes still downfield. Flames closing in. And a big hit delivered. Elite Naren finally got to Locklear, and he made him pay.
That's just a really good job by Liberty's defense. They decided, looked like they were playing a 2-deep zone. They covered it into man-to-man, and then they did a great job during the scramble drill of staying with your man. And Locklear had absolutely nowhere to go to the football. And then you just keep running the ball, keep running the ball. This is just great. That's just really good defense right there.
So they're going to send the field goal unit out. This will be about a 42-yarder. For Buzz Flabiano.
Buzz needs this one.
His long this year is from 43. That one not going to do it.
Oh,
hooked right at the end.
That
Looked
looked
good
great.
off his foot, and boy, that thing took a hard left turn about halfway there.
That looked like your driver.
Yeah, I wish it looked. I wish mine was that straight. 9:46 to go in the first half. Beautiful night in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Sunset.
Liberty leading UTEP 14-3. But what a season it was for the Liberty Flames in 2023. 13-1, undefeated in Conference USA play. Their first year in the league. They win the conference championship. Then you go to the Fiesta Bowl. What an opportunity. New Year's Six Bowl. Now, it didn't go all that well against Oregon in that ball game, but you go onto a stage you'd never been on before. Now, having said that, that raises the expectations quite a bit. And Jamie Chadwell has said more than a few times here early in the year, this team is not that team. They still have a lot of work ahead of them if they're going to get back to that level. So far tonight, Liberty leading 14-3 here in their second conference game of the season.
Yeah, I think from the skill set side of things, getting Caden Salter back, Quentin Cooley from that team, those are the 2 big pieces of the puzzle. They lost C.J. Daniels, their star receiver, transferred to LSU, but now it's sort of in that receiving group, be able to find somebody that can really step up. And then overall, the offensive line has really got to take some time to gel. They're just not what they were last year right now.
Salter pulls it out, looking downfield, still looking, firing, looking for Reese Smith. Comes underneath the defensive back. Did he make the grab? No, they wave it off. The official behind the play says no, that ball hit the turf. Wow, that was almost a spectacular adjustment on that underthrown ball from Reese Smith.
The ruling on the field was an incomplete pass.
Back underneath the guy, but let's take a look here and see. I think the refs did get this call right.
Salter all day in the pocket.
Yeah, good protection.
Yeah, that ball's rolling around. In fact, Reese Smith shaking up after that play. He landed, I think, right on top of that football.
Yeah, that ball's definitely.
The ruling on the field of an incomplete pass is under review.
Here's my pet peeve.
Boy, yeah, that's one that took us about 3 seconds to see it wasn't caught. I don't get this review.
I mean, the guys in the replay booth are having a jelly donut and a coffee right now. They're like, boys, we need something to do. And I don't like that.
No, I'm with you. That one is not worthy of a review.
Breaks in the game. We have enough breaks in the game. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, we'll show it to you again if you didn't believe us the first time.
And you know me, Matt. I don't get these wrong. Not that I'm trying to brag or anything.
Yeah, that's not like you. But, I mean, that's obvious.
We don't need this. It disrupts the flow of the game.
It should take about 15 seconds for the official to say, why did you call me over here?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's play on.
I mean, the one replay guy just said to the other, hey, can you put a little more cream?
Well, that's the first incompletion in this ball game for Caden Salter. Now, he's only thrown it 4 times. This has been run heavy from Liberty so far tonight.
Yeah, you knew. And I think what Liberty's done a good job of their attack.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The receiver lost possession after rolling over. Incomplete pass.
That's a shocker alert right there. what they've done a really good job of running between tackles. But you brought this up earlier. We're starting to see a little bit more option game from them.
Yeah.
They feel as if they can use Caden Salter in the option game, and Billy Lucas and Cooley, the rest of those guys.
So they will go ahead and move that ball back to the original line of scrimmage.
Hey, big third down here for UTEP. If they could get a stop here, get the missed field goal. Nice drive. They escaped an interception with the roughing the passer call. They need to get the ball back right now with 8:57 left in the game. Put a drive together, keep themselves in this ball game.
Billy Lucas, the running back, standing to the left of Salter. Mobley comes in motion.
Man-to-man across the board.
Here comes pressure. They bring the blitz. Salter climbs the pocket, surrounded, and drugged down from behind. Great job getting to him. It's like that was Corey Chapman that got a handful of jersey and just held on for dear life.
Yeah. So what Caden was trying to do right here is he realized when they brought the man in motion that they were man-to-man across the board, and he felt as if all the receivers had gone over to the left side, and he was just looking for that pocket to escape through and pick up the first down. But a great job collapsing the pocket and getting the sack.
Corey Chapman has had 2 double-digit tackle games to begin this year. Max Morgan, low line drive kick. That'll hit and roll. Ends up working out well for the Flames. It's touched and now picked up. Oh my, Cam Thomas scoops it. He's across the 30, still on his feet, and finally pushed out around the 34. How exciting is this kid?
Yeah, he knew he shouldn't have been touching that ball.
I mean,
knew it.
That
Coaches
could have been
yell
a
at him.
disaster.
Mom would have yelled at him. Coaches yelling at him. Fans all mad.
I mean, right there you're saying, oh no.
Don't do it.
But he's able to get a handle on that football, and then
That's a huge play.
a nice return to give them pretty good field position to start this drive. With more, let's check in with Emily.
Yeah, guys, remember co-defensive coordinator for Liberty, Kyle Cran, said on Thomas, he's really talented. He's a returner in the kicking game, too, like you just saw, so I get double the worries with him. He's their best player. He's the best we've seen thus far.
Yeah, he has been explosive with the ball in his hands. So UTEP, another chance to answer and start climbing their way back into this one. Joe Carter with the nice tackle there for the Flames to hold that carry to a 2-yard pickup.
And you know, Matt, it's not flashy. It's a 2-yard pickup. It's not flashy. But I tell you right now, you can't get caught up in the trap of going back and throwing the ball 50-some times. You still have to try to run the ball on the tackles just to try to keep this defense honest.
Locklear 13 of 19 so far tonight, make it 14 for 20 as he completes that one to Cam Thomas. Will bring up 3rd down.
Good efficient passing game. Once again, you start looking as you get in this late into the second quarter here, these 3rd down conversions could make or break this football game.
Locklear came into the night leading Conference USA in completion percentage at 71%. Tonight, 70% so far in this ball game. The pressure. Jerome Jolly can't get to him. Locklear still looking downfield, drops down, throws into traffic, knocked away. That was TJ Bush in coverage.
Yeah, they brought the blitz from the outside. The back tried to come across the formation and pick it up, and I think if Locklear, you can see right here, there comes the back across the formation. He doesn't do a good job. He needs to pick up that blitzer. But he had the comeback. I thought he was going to try to throw the comeback route over there, but once again, it was an interception. Give you a chance to live another play, punt it away, try to let your defense get another stop.
And on the few opportunities where Locklear hasn't gotten rid of the ball quick, Liberty has generated pretty good pass rush here tonight. The punt off the foot of Adam Jacklin. Caught. That's Brylan Green now cutting it up. Well, we've got a couple of gutsy punt returns out here tonight as Green goes across the 30. And now a little extracurricular after the play. And I can tell you, both coaches, with the way they talked this week about how frustrated they have been with the penalties this year, they're both sprinting out on the field, making sure nothing happens.
I mean, it's gotten to the point, I would say, with both of these teams and both head coaches. I'm talking about like extra schoolwork, no post-game snack. I mean, we're getting to that point.
Well, Scotty Walden said their thing is They circle the logo, the UTEP logo on the field, and they do up downs for what he said are dumb penalties. He says the guy that made the penalty has to sit in the middle and watch all his teammates have to suffer and do the up downs.
That's outstanding.
So they're doing whatever they can to get that sorted out. Billy Lucas trying to turn the corner, can't do it. Good job bottling him up for a 1-yard gain.
I'm starting to get a little bit of feeling, Matt, that UTEP is finding their sea legs defensively.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job with Cooley out of the game too. Liberty is a different type of offense, and you can see that they're having a better gap control. The linebackers are playing well. If they can stop this passing game that I think that Liberty's going to open it up with, they may have a chance.
Yeah, Liberty hasn't really tried to exploit much through the air so far here tonight. They haven't needed to on a few of the drives. As Salter now looking to throw, fires, catch made. That's the big fella, Elijah Canyon, rumbling his way across the 50. His first grab of the night. 6'4", 220, the transfer.
See, and I think that's what Liberty can do. They can do more of this. They do a great job of picking up the twist inside. Salter sitting in the pocket and just throwing a simple curl route to the outside. People don't give Caden Salter enough credit for how good of just a drop back passer he is. There's nothing wrong with him just hanging in the pocket and making a lot of those throws.
Boy, and Canyon's a weapon for him. Big body like that. Spent the last 2 years at Purdue, the 2 years before that at Auburn. Lucas drops the football, and Salter fell on top of it. Oh, man. That was near disaster for the Liberty offense.
Yeah, you could see that was a little dicey right from the beginning. Just got stuck on his hip.
Liberty's turned the ball over just once this season. That was on a fumble from Salter, and
low snap to start with, and got stuck on his hip. A good job by Caden to be able to pick that up.
So now second and about 15. Just under 5 minutes to go. Lucas, the carry. Not much running room.
Good job. That's a good job. Their gap control, where they were so poor last season and against Southern Utah on the defensive side of the football, the gap control has gotten better as this game has progressed.
Well, they got gashed in the second half against Southern Utah a week ago, and yeah, I think a lot of Liberty fans that saw that thought, well, Flames are going to have their way running the football. Hasn't been the case. Liberty's rushing for under 4 yards a carry here tonight. And now you've got 3rd and 13.
Yeah, they're showing, looks like they're planning of only bringing 3.
Salter didn't hear footsteps. Ball comes free. Still loose on the deck. Still loose. And finally corralled by UTEP.
What a great job. They
ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
Dropping
first down, UTEP.
They're still able to get through and cause a turnover, hitting Salter right from the blind side. Now
Salter looking to get into it with a couple of the defenders, but Xavier Smith ended up finally falling on that football. That thing was bouncing across half the field. Pressure comes from the backside. Knocked free, and boy, that's the kind of spark that UTEP was looking for.
Yeah, what a hustle play. I think that was number 50.
That might have been Tavita Tafuna who got to him.
Yeah, that is just a great job. He does a slant to the inside and is able to cross right across the center's face, and then just out of pure hustle, get back on his track and hit Salter from the blind side.
Run going nowhere. That did not have a chance. Devon Jackson ran right into the waiting arms of Bryce Dixon.
And these are the opportunities. If UTEP wants to stay in this football game, hey, the defense is starting to live up to their end of the bargain. This offense has got to get some things going and sustain a drive and put some points on the board.
5 wide. And I think UTEP's going to call a timeout. They weren't getting the line the way they wanted to, and so they're going to burn a timeout with 3:35 to go.
UTEP has called their first timeout of the half. This is a 30-second timeout.
You get a touchdown here.
30-second timeout.
Well, not only that, you just find a way to get points here. UTEP gets the ball first to open the second half. So you're talking about what could be an entirely new ball game.
And then what you're also seeing is you're seeing UTEP's defense starting to gain some confidence. When you can rush 3 guys and drop 8, which makes the windows very, very tight for the quarterback, and still get a backside blindside shot on the quarterback, cause a fumble and get a turnover, that is just only going to help the confidence of the Miners defense.
So 2nd and 11, 3:35 to go before the half. You see what Skylar Locklear has done here tonight. Those 2 interceptions. Could have been a third were it not for a roughing the passer that wiped that off the board. Jackson joins Locklear in the backfield, now moves out. Locklear, Flames trying to hem him in, escapes momentarily, and then wrapped and drops. TJ Bush, one of the tacklers there.
Yeah, Liberty's doing a really good job. Locklear's a little bit confused right now. They're giving him some man looks, and then they're switching to zone, so he's having a hard time reading the coverages, and they're just not finding the space to get open. But got to give credit to Kyle Krantz, Skylar McGee, and the Liberty defensive staff. They're doing a really good job of mixing up their defenses right now.
This crowd comes to life on 3rd down. UTEP 1 for 5 converting on 3rd here tonight.
Liberty's in cover 2 man. That means they have the 2 high safeties deep and then playing man across the board.
Bush was closing in to throw. Oh, what a grab! That is Cam Thomas, as it looked like Dexter Ricks was going to knock it away.
Yeah, just a dig route by Cam Thomas. He's able to go up high. Great job by. They don't rush hard, come up with a late blitzer. Skylar stands in the pocket, throws it really nice. That's good coverage. That's just a better catch and better play by Cam Thomas, and a great throw.
A huge first down for UTEP. Now they're taking a shot. Throw into traffic, falls incomplete. No flags on the play. They were looking for Jaden Smith, and he was well covered.
Yeah, great job on the coverage right there.
That's Alex Oliver.
Alex Oliver, good job. Good, plays a lot of man coverage across the board, putting those corners on the island. But I like that. I like that by Skylar Locklear. Hey, we got man. We're going to go 50-50, a 50-50 ball right here. We have our guy go up and try to make a play. You got to take those shots. If teams are going to play that much man-to-man, you've got to try to make them pay by taking shots downfield.
Alex Oliver, the transfer from VMI in his first season with Liberty. They swing it to the running back, excuse me, the receiver. Short pickup. That was Jaden Smith on the reception.
That's a great job by Brylan Green right there, closing down from his safety spot.
Brings up another 3rd and long. And we'll get us to a timeout first as we come to the 2-minute timeout here in the first half. Big 3rd down upcoming. The Miners on the move.
Welcome back to Lynchburg, 14-3 in favor of the Flames, with UTEP threatening. Rhett McGibbon here, Pat Kelly, Walter Virgil. The Flames defense, they were challenged to come in, have a consistent first half. Have they answered the call?
I think they have. I mean, you give up 3 points so far. You've got 2 interceptions. Could have been a 3rd. I mean, they're doing good things. They're keeping this team in the game.
There's 3 points on the board for UTEP.
You're happy?
Oh, man, what you talking
Hey, we made Walter happy, Matt and Joe. That's all we can do.
Yeah, it's not always easy. He's been known to be a little high maintenance from time to time. Yeah.
No, I would never say it about you, Walter. You got $1 million smile.
But I should say 3 points on the board so far. UTEP, a big 3rd down opportunity here in Flames territory. Locklear looking to throw. Has time in the pocket, steps up. Now they take off. He does, being chased, and he'll be cut down well short of the first down. But does this get you into 4 down mindset now? As it'll be about 4th and 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, I think this is a quick decision for Coach Walden. You're in that, you're having trouble with your kicking game. You could really use this conversion to put some points on the board. 100% have to go for it, and they are. Big down for both squads.
UTEP converted both 4th down opportunities that they had a week ago. Huge opportunity here. Twins to each side. Flames showing pressure.
They're coming. Their timeout.
And now a timeout by UTEP.
So UTEP has called their second
timeout. What the Flames are wanting to do, says, you know what, I've got a couple of timeouts, might as well burn one here and kind of reassess.
Yeah, and that's the issue, and it's a good use of the timeout, is they were going to bring a double A-gap blitz, play cover 0, the both safeties coming down, get that double A-gap blitz, and they just didn't have enough guys to block them, so he knew that he had to change his pass protection. The only way to do that is to call a timeout, so that's a fine use of a timeout by Coach Walden.
Well, you look at just the stats so far in the first half. UTEP has outgained Liberty, 154-144. It's been those turnovers that have changed the complexion of this ball game. The one, Liberty turned into a quick score 2 plays later, and you know, outside of that, it's hard to say you take away the turnovers, but outside of those 2 interceptions, UTEP has moved the football here in the first half.
Yeah, they move the ball, and they've got the
missed field goal as well.
Yeah, the quarterbacks and receivers, they've got a lot of talent at the skilled positions. Now they just got to figure out a way to convert this and then get some points on the board.
4th, and we'll call it 6. Cam Thomas in motion. Locklear, that one deflected. Getting a piece of it was TJ Bush. Just stood up from that defensive end spot and got a finger on it. And the Flames stand tall on 4th down.
Yeah, you take a look. The thing about this is this way they do a good job. They're going to play cover 0 before the timeout. This time they mix it up. They didn't bring the pressure, and they played zone behind it, which is the complete opposite of what the play they were doing before. And that play, whether it's tipped or not, never had a chance. That's just a great job by the Liberty defensive coordinator, Kyle Krantz, of mixing up his defenses and being able to give him all kinds of looks, Skylar Locklear, all kinds of looks that has confused him throughout this half.
Well, now the Flames have a chance to really flip the script here with 1:48 to go before the half. They've got timeouts as well. First catch for Trayon Sibley. Breaks a tackle, hustling to the near side, and goes out of bounds a couple yards shy of midfield. Yeah, first catch for the Flames' leading receiver.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Matt, you say it often when Trayon Sibley catches a football, and that is breaks a tackle. Yeah. He has done such a great job of breaking tackles and getting yards after catch.
So this Flames offense with a good start to this drive. Caden Salter now 5 of 6 through the air. They've not thrown it a ton, but he's been effective when he's done so. 4 wide receivers here. Billy Lucas in the backfield next to Salter. Run the option. Lucas takes the pitch, cuts it up, steps out of bounds after a nice pickup. Plenty of time, and with the timeouts as well, you don't need to be hurried. You don't need to take any shots downfield that aren't necessarily there. The Flames can be pretty methodical here on this drive if they play things right.
Yeah, and those are the little things that people don't really notice, and that is they move Lucas over into the short side of the field because they knew if they ran option there wasn't anybody for the pitch man. So they only had a guy for the quarterback, picked short side of the field, but you're able to still pick up 4 or 5 yards.
Salter signaling out to his receivers. Here comes pressure from UTEP. Caden backpedals, fires it up, looking for Sibley, tries to make an adjustment, now looking for a flag, and there won't be one.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. I think it's a good no call. We'll see if he gets him across the face a little bit early. But that was a short pass, and
A.J. Odom's in coverage.
Odoms does a good job right here. Let's take a look.
Salter just throwing it up to his best receiver, giving him a chance.
No, he got him around the face mask a little bit. He probably technically should have had a call there with his hand getting on his face mask before the ball got there.
This Liberty crowd just saw that replay as well. You hear their reaction. So now 3rd down for the Flames. And UTEP is walking those linebackers down. Here they come, bringing pressure again. Fired near side, catch made, knocked out of bounds. I believe that was Bentley Hanshaw, the tight end. And it'll bring up 4th and about 3.
Yeah, now once again, as you've said this before, is this 4-down territory? And it looks like it is. This is a risky call. He's out of bounds, so the clock's going to stop. So you don't get this 4th down, you're giving the ball back with about 1:20 something left on the clock. It's a big 4th down for both sides of the ball right here.
Von Blue checks in for Liberty, so 2 running backs in the ball game. Blue a threat to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Seeing what they're giving them, that's why they went quick and right there, just to show. They had to show their hand. UTEP's playing man-to-man.
And now a timeout.
Yep.
Jamie Chadwell, it's his turn to talk things over.
Liberty's called their second timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
it's just swung back and forth. Well, UTEP has a chance if they do this. Oh, now Liberty has a chance. Oh, now it could be UTEP again.
I mean, it's only a 14-3 score. It's in a good ball game. Lots of action back and forth. I like the chess match right now, but I know Scotty Walton's calling the plays for UTEP offensively, but between the two offenses, defenses, the chess match that's going on right now, they're just like that right there. When Jamie Chadwell decided to use the timeout, they motion the man out, they get man to coverage, which in my mind right there had quarterback draw written all over. But for some reason, he didn't like it. So now what's going to happen? Will they come back out, play man to man, or do what Liberty did when Scotty Walton called timeout? They switched from man into zone, which ended up giving them the 4th down stop.
Defensive coordinator for UTEP, J.J. Clark, came from Austin Peay, did a great job there. They gave up just over 20 points per game, about 24 per game last season.
And he's going to punt it.
And after all that, after all the build-up, we're going to punt it away. Well,
chess match,
forget all of that.
Yeah. Little this, little that, little man, little zone. Yeah, just punt the thing.
So Max Morgan, last time he punted one, pinned UTEP down to the 1-yard line. That may have been a couple of punts ago, actually, as he kicks it away this time, trying to pin him deep once again. One hits and goes into the end zone. That hit about the 2-yard line, just didn't check up. So UTEP will get the ball with 1:19 to go before the half.
How aggressive you get here,
That's
Matt?
the question.
How aggressive do we get?
One timeout. You get the ball to start the second half.
Yep.
I think this is one of those where maybe you run like a draw on first down, see what you get. If you get 8, 10, 12 yards, then you're going. If you don't, then you probably shut it down and take it to the locker room and regroup. Yeah, one timeout left for both teams, so one timeout left. I personally think that you have to be aggressive. I'm with you. I think a lot depends on what happens on this first play. But hey, if you can get points and get the ball back right after the half, and you obviously are a huge underdog, I think you should be aggressive. Give to Jackson. Lowers his shoulder, keeps those feet moving. He gets about 8 on first down. Why am I the answer? I mean, try not to step on your toes too much, and Joe. Pick up 8 on first down. I try to let you do your thing. Just take the every once in a while I have to step in. They hand it off again. Nothing doing this time. He has the first down, only about a 2-yard pickup. So now you got to go. Now I think you got to go pretty fast. The ball's at the 30. It's time to move. You got that first down. It's time to go. Clock starts back up. Locklear going to hand it off again up the gut. Again, not much happening there. And I think at this point, that probably tells you all you need to know about the approach for Scotty Walton here at the end of the half. I just think with being such an underdog in this game and having this is basically an extra possession for you that you've got to be aggressive with. And this is also kind of, you talk about being the underdog, that means you have nothing to lose in a lot of ways. Right. You're not going to win the football game unless you take some chances, and this is an opportunity for you to take one of those chances. Another handoff, another short gain. Take to the yard, and that's going to do it. It would appear for the first half. So, boy, a lot happened. Felt like neither offense. Well, they certainly didn't play clean. You had a couple of turnovers, interceptions for UTEP. You had a fumble for Liberty that proved costly, and after all of that. 14-3 ball game. UTEP still very much in this, especially considering they get the ball first to begin the second half. They have a chance to really get back into it if they can put a good drive together. Our Emily Austin catching up with Liberty head coach Jamie Chadwell.
Defense consistently got off of the quarterback. Just 3 points on the board for UTEP, 2 interceptions. What more would you want to see from them in this second?
And they're doing a great job. They for the first drive there, gave up obviously some big play, but besides that, we've kept them in check. And we just got to continue to tackle better. I think the times they've gotten big plays, quarterbacks got outside the pocket. We got to keep it in the pocket, but they're playing well. Now we got to just put some more points on the board. We've moved the ball offensively, but we've shot ourselves in the foot a little bit by drop snap or something of that nature. We just got to get a little better there.
Any chance we'll see Quentin Cooley in the second half, or do you have any update on his injury?
I've got no update. Right now we're going that he's out of the game. Darius Copeland's out of the game. So got some injuries, so we got to just regroup in here and maybe change up the game plan a little bit.
Next man up. Thanks for your time, Coach. Guys?
Well, that would be a big loss if Cooley isn't able to come back. Copeland as well. But the Flames find themselves leading here at homecoming. 14-3 over UTEP. When we come back, first half stats and highlights with Brett McGibbon and the crew. Stick around. Much more from Lynchburg.
(14-3) in favor of the Flames. Homecoming weekend,
2-3. Liberty leading UTEP. Let's talk about the Miners. They're going to get the ball first to start the second half. On the one hand, you have to feel kind of good. You've done a pretty good job holding Liberty's offense down. You're in this game. You are outgaining Liberty. On the other hand, you've had some opportunities that you have not taken advantage of. You've turned the ball over a couple of times. This could be a 14-10. You could even be leading this game with some of the chances you've had.
Yeah, they've had all kinds of opportunities, and it's the ability of Cooley. Take a look at Cooley right there. It's pretty close.
That's not a good sign.
Not a good sign. But yeah, UTEP's had some opportunities, and if Skylar Locklear can get in a rhythm, the 2 interceptions has really hurt him. But I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. You got to get the ball in the hands of Cam Thomas. I mean, he is explosive. He's electric. He can change a play very quickly.
Just a moment ago, Emily caught up with Coach Scotty Walden.
Yeah, Joe, it's interesting you just mentioned that, because I asked Scotty Walden what he needs to do to get Skylar in a better rhythm, and he said he's in a great rhythm. You take away those 2 throws, and he had a phenomenal half. He's seeing the field really well. He'll bounce back. He thinks overall they're playing really tough. They've made some big adjustments. They hit some adversity, but they're weathering this storm. They just need to finish those drives offensively. But guys, there are so many coaches coming out, and this team is fired up. They have the confidence, and I had a feeling the players would also feel really confident coming out of that locker room. I mean, even some coaches were chirping at me. I'm like, hey, I'm wearing green over here. I have no orange, no red. I'm a neutral person.
Hey, you leave Emily Austin alone.
They think they're going to come out here and win this game in the second half.
You mess with Emily Austin, you mess with us. That's what I say.
Listen, they get to Emily Austin, I'm going to tell you something. They bite off more than they can chew, and she will fight you right back.
Return taken on the 5-yard line, out across the 20. That was Cam Thomas on the return. Listen, there's no shortage of confidence. There's no shortage of energy or passion on that UTEP sideline. But it goes back to what you said early in the ballgame. All that's great, but at some point you got to have the execution to go along with it, and that's what they're looking for in this opening drive of the second half.
Listen, you can have passion, you can have enthusiasm. All those things are important in order to succeed in the game of football. But what trumps everything is execution. You got to execute your game plan and make it happen.
Locklear in the first half, 16 of 25, 114 yards. But he had those 2 interceptions. One of them turned into points for the Flames. He converts on his first throw of the half. Completes it to the far side to Jaden Smith, who gets about 6 on first down.
Jaden Smith, Cam Thomas, across the board. They've got good receivers. The short passing game is working. I'd like to be able to see him take a shot. The one that Liberty intercepted, Riley Green came over the top. You know, that was a good throw, and it was just a better play by Liberty defense.
Locklear pulls it out. He's taking a shot here as Thomas behind the defense, and it's knocked free. Christian Bodner again. Boy, has he put his stamp on this game.
Yeah, Cam Thomas had him beat. He had him. Looks like he's a little bit shook up on the play too, but he had him beat. Take a look right here. Just Locklear's got to get this ball out in front of him. The number one thing for a receiver is you have to go make him get the ball. Go make him go run after the ball. Don't underthrow it. Make him go get it. He underthrew a little bit, which allowed Bonner to get back into the play.
Bonner, the redshirt freshman, has had a huge night, including an interception, and now that's a concern for the Miners, as it looked like Cam Thomas was grabbing at that wrist. 3rd down for UTEP. Blown up, ball free on the deck. Who comes away with it? Flames saying they have it.
I think that should be an incomplete pass, shouldn't it?
I don't know if he ever got it up like in a passing motion or if it just popped free. The official's still clearing the pile, and it's Liberty football.
All right. Take a look here. Let's see if there's a running back there. I couldn't tell if there was a running back there and it was supposed to be a shovel pass or he got hit and popped out.
Bryce Dixon coming away with the football. Let's take another look.
Oh, no, it just got stuck in his hip, popped right out.
What?
Yeah, it was the motion man.
That is the third-string quarterback, Shea Smith, who fumbled that one. So he came in for that play and put it on the deck.
Wow. Well, at first I thought it looked the way it popped out. I thought, oh, they had a back in motion on a little shovel pass. And no, it came hit him right off the hip and a quick turnover for Liberty.
Third turnover forced on the night for the Flames. The ball just inside the UTEP 30. Option play. The pitch to Vaughn Blue along the far sideline. This little stutter step, tiptoes his way down the sideline. Good pickup on first down, as they've gotten Blue more involved in the offensive attack, especially once Quentin Cooley went out with the injury.
Yeah, and what they're doing, they ran this play earlier in the game. Whether you go into the weak side with your option because you don't have the extra defender to that side, so there's nobody to cover the pitch man. So all Caden Salter does is go right at the outside backer and then just pitches off of him. There's nobody for the pitch man. It's just good drawn up by Willie Korn, offensive coordinator.
Tyson Mobley in motion. That looked like Vaughn Blue. Ball's on the deck now for Liberty, and now UTEP says they have it, and they do. Boy, it looked like Vaughn Blue moved before the snap.
Yeah,
he started falling forward. I was expecting a flag to come out. There wasn't, and then just confusion as Salter and Blue kind of ran into each other.
Yeah, it was bad from the start. Like two of those back-to-back for each side, basically the same type of play for both teams.
Before the snap, you saw Blue kind of up on his toes, rocking forward.
Yeah, I thought you were right. Before the snap, I thought we were going to get a stop of play for legal procedure.
And the Miners get to celebrate on the sideline. So basically, all that to say, we're right back where we started. Pass to the far side, catch. Cam Thomas back in the ball game, quickly making an impact with the reception. That's his 7th of the night.
You know, you're really seeing them work the outside passing game. They had a couple. I think they need to get back to the middle of the field. They're starting to stretch Liberty's defense out wider, which will allow them to attack more towards the middle of the field.
Locklear has a good pocket, takes a shot downfield. He's got a man, and he overshot him. Oh boy, they had an opportunity down the field, and Locklear just couldn't connect.
Yeah, cover 2 right here. So he's trying to find that soft spot on the fade on the outside. The safety comes off the hatch, and that's the spot where you want to put it. But just a little bit of an overthrow. After the turnover, you give the ball up, you get the ball back. Hey, the ball's in UTEP's court. They got to do something with these turnovers.
Look how wide these receivers get to each sideline. Bush unblocked, coming off the edge. Now Locklear just takes him himself and gets a huge shot along the sideline from C.J. Bazell.
I think that was a perfectly legal shot. No flags on the play, I don't believe. Coach Walton's going pretty crazy down there, but I think he got him before he stepped out of bounds.
A huge hit. First off, it was T.J. Bush coming unblocked. And then bang, right there before
I don't like that. I think that's a penalty.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think that's a penalty because he's clearly going out of bounds. It's a dangerous play. He's stepping out. Yes, 100%. He's stepping out right into their sidelines. That should be a penalty. As it is, a first down. Pressure again coming. Locklear climbs, sidearm slings, caught across the 30, breaking free. He's gonna go. Touchdown, UTEP. That's how you answer. That's how you answer. If the UTEP Miners, you face all this adversity, turnover, get the ball back, then you answer. That's the momentum they needed to put them back in this ball game. And a great job by Locklear. Bazell was coming off the edge, put a ton of pressure on him. He's able to step up in the pocket and make the throw. See him right here. You'll see Bazell come off the edge. Good job with the rip and pull. Steps up in the pocket. Little sidearm gunslinger over the middle. And then it's off to the races. Oldham at 97 receiving yards a week ago. That was a career high. And the biggest catch of the night for the Miners thus far here. The extra point up and through. Real ball game. 12:26 to go in the third. We've already had a couple of turnovers, a 60-yard touchdown.
It's getting wild tonight in Lynchburg, and these Miners aren't going away. It's a 4-point ball game here in the third.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Well, this was during the timeout. Scotty Walton pleading his case. I'm guessing that goes back to the shot his quarterback took along that UTEP sideline.
Yeah, 100%. I think that in the era of protecting the quarterback, you have to make that call.
What a drive for UTEP, the 60-yard score. And all of a sudden, Joe, it was all celebration. It was all fun and games. Homecoming crowd here in Lynchburg.
Floats, candy throwing.
There's that shot that Locklear took earlier.
That's a penalty.
But now there's a little bit of tension in the building. These Flames fans feeling a little uncomfortable as the Miners close the gap, not to mention Quentin Cooley out of this ball game. So Liberty going to have to grind one out once again, it appears. They've been able to do so twice so far this year.
And I think what you're going to see, Matt, from Liberty offensively is, okay, it's gotten a little bit tight right now. They're going to go back to what they do best. And what they do best is run the football in between the tackles right now. So I think you're going to get a heavy dose of that on this drive.
Fumble on their last possession. Liberty's turned it over twice tonight. They turned it over just once in 2 games prior to this evening.
Now, with that being said, I'll tell you what, the Cooley factor is a factor.
Yeah.
Like you got Billy Lucas, you got Von Blue, and some good backs there. But Quentin Cooley is that wrecking ball that takes its toll on a defense over 4 quarters, and he is in street clothes right now.
You don't just replace 1,400 yards, which is what he gave you last season. So it is Lucas in the backfield with Salter. They give it to him. Kind of probing the middle of that defense. Gets 2.5, maybe 3. Lucas on the night, averaging under 4 yards a carry.
And that's what you got to do. I think you got to condense the box down, be able to pick up 3, 4 yards a carry, and then use what they do well is use your outside quick bubble screen game in order to get the ball on the perimeter.
Flames have not been able to get really the wide receivers involved much here tonight. Leading receiver is the running back, Von Blue. They give it again, bouncing it near side now, trying to turn the corner is Lucas across the 40, and that's one of his best runs of the night.
Yeah, good patient run. It was designed to go up the middle, but once again, as you start condensing the box down, you take a look right here. Be very good patient, boom, bounce to the outside, be able to get on the edge. That's what happens. Even if it's 3, 4 yards, you run the ball up the middle, you start bringing all those defenders in, and if you're nice and patient like that, it allows you to bounce and pick up some big yardage.
Still an eternity to go in this game, but this feels like a pretty important drive for this Liberty offense and their confidence. Lucas again up the gut. Nice run on first down, picks up 5.
Yeah, once again, just keep running that ball in between the tackles. But at the same time, UTEP, hey, what do you got to do? They've done a much better job in this game of having their gap control and their run defense. They've got to continue to improve and be able to stop those middle runs. And then when they go to bounce, where's your man, that outside backer who's setting the edge to be able to turn everything back inside?
2nd and 5, 3 wide receivers for Liberty. Mobley comes in motion. Here comes the pressure. Handoff. Lucas can't escape it. Getting in there and making the tackle. That was Corey Chapman.
Yeah, they had the right. They talk about having the right call in the right time. They brought the motion man. They brought the motion man, which allowed the switch from man, and that created the new blitzer. You'll see the blitzer coming right in here from the outside. So they had the perfect call on against that play.
Chapman tonight, 8 tackles to lead the way for UTEP.
And I think it's like you said, Matt, there's a lot to do in this ball game, but this is a big 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Reese Smith goes in motion. Salter setting up a screen, overshot him. Was trying to get it to Lucas, overshot him, and the Flames are going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, did a good job reading that screen and put themselves in a 4th down with the UTEP. You can feel that momentum starting to change right now. Screen's trying to get set up across. The pressure happens too fast. You got the pressure from the outside too fast, and Caden Salter had to get rid of that ball a lot sooner than what he wanted to.
So Max Morgan on to punt. Cam Thomas back to return. This has provided some dramatic moments so far tonight. Morgan gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken at about the 12-yard line. How about this UTEP defense? They're here all week long. Oh, you gave it up in the second half against Southern Utah. They've come to play here tonight. We've got a ball game. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Liberty leading UTEP 14-10. Scotty Walden, what a job he did at Austin Peay. And then he said, you know what? How about I bring some of those guys that helped me build that program into a playoff team and bring them west with me. You see 11 total players, including quarterback, Locklear, running back, linebacker. Like he brought some players with him that have made an immediate impact, and we're just good at that level. Sometimes you wonder, what FCS level will they be able to translate? Yeah, it's translating just fine. This is an explosive unit, and a lot of those guys that are making the plays came with him from Austin Peay. They have a chance now to take a lead on this drive. Locklear looking to pass on first down. Popped up in the air, everybody looking for the football, and it falls to the turf.
I thought old Scotty was going to go back there and try to catch that again. You don't want to do that?
Nah, not right there, you don't.
He was 8 yards deep in the end zone. He was chasing after that thing. Like,
that was 97. They got a hand on that. I think that's big Mike Jarvis, the transfer from Wisconsin.
Hey, and if you're on the Liberty side of the football right now, hey, come down. They have a long, explosive play for a touchdown. Now, you got to step up defensively and get a 3-and-out.
Handoff, running the far side, now trying to reverse field, surrounded and dropped for a loss. Jerome Jolly got back there. Greg Carroll got back there. And Javon Jackson had nowhere to go.
Jerome Jolly's having a good football game. He's able to knife right through there, make a really nice play, and then they do a good job of circling in on him and putting him in a 3rd and long situation. Yeah, you'll see Jolly just knife right through the gap right there. Force him back inside. Setting the edge on the outside. Good, solid, fundamental defense by the Flames.
3rd and about 12. Pressure comes. Locklear avoids it. Looking downfield, pumps a couple of times. Now going to take off. Tries to cut it back. Reaches forward.
Pretty close. About a yard short, I think.
Boy, Locklear, you see the athleticism, but also you see toughness. The traits you like, the toughness, but also look how long he continues to keep his eyes downfield, wanting to make a play with the arm until the last possible moment.
Oh, no, this is a gutsy move.
4th and 1.
This is a gutsy.
They're going to leave the offense on the field. They bring in some extra linemen. Heavy package for UTEP. Oh, how about on your own 22?
They're running out of time, too. They're running out of time. They're going to have to sound. They need to take their timeout. Take a timeout. Yeah. He had to make that decision earlier, and they ran out of time. That timeout could come and cost them later.
So here's the question, though.
Now
do you take the timeout? Now you have to, right? Or you just could have taken the delay of game there and
called
punt
their
it.
first timeout of the half. This will be a full timeout.
You better go for it now after burning the timeout. We'll see what Scotty Walden elects to do. 8:19 to go in the third.
Tucked away.
At UTEP, everyone has the opportunity for an incredible future. With 170-degree programs, unparalleled research opportunities, exceptional affordability, and abundant scholarships, UTEP students are ready to take on the world and achieve their dreams. Enroll today and pick your future at UTEP.
This presentation of college football is brought to you by Foster Fuels, turn up the heat, and by Carter Bank and Trust, member FDIC. All right, so a big decision for Scotty Walden. He had sent the offense out to go for it on 4th and 1.
Punt the ball.
And takes the timeout. What does he elect to do now?
Punt the ball. Yeah, I think he's punting.
I think in the end, whether you like burning the timeout or not, this is the right call. You know, like when you're weighing like what the risk reward, your defense is playing well.
Yes.
And if you weren't willing to push it at the end of the first half, you wanted to play it safe there. Boy, why would you want to do it with 8:19 to go in the third at this point on the field here?
Just too much risk involved. And at the end of the day, with the timeout, cooler heads prevail.
So Adam Jacklin in to punt it away. Brylan Green, the return man for Liberty.
Brylan Green, a dangerous return man, and I believe they got a return set up right here.
High spiraling kick, and he'll take it at the 35, and that's where the Flames will begin. Liberty just looking for something positive on the offensive end. It's been a struggle tonight, really, ever since Quentin Cooley went out with the injury. He had a 28-yard run, biggest run of the night for the Flames, left injured after that play, and Liberty has not been able to get it going since then.
Yeah, I think the two things, what you're going to see is Liberty run the ball between tackles, but I think it's time to have some success and letting Caden Salter just sit in the pocket and make throws. Run combination routes, run level routes, run crossing routes, and let him throw from the pocket. He's very, very good at that.
No receiver has more than one reception for Liberty. Option play, they go to Vaughn Blue. It's blocked on the edge, and he picks up about 5 yards. That was Billy Lucas leading the way on the edge, trying to clear a path for his fellow running back.
We've liked a lot of that. Liberty doesn't go to that option game as much, but we've seen a heavy dose of it here tonight.
So you pick up 5 on first down. A lot of options here.
Yeah, now you should probably get a run in between the tackles, a lead blocker.
Handoff. Lucas gets a couple, maybe 3. Will bring up 3rd and short.
And obviously that's what you want to do, is put yourself in a 3rd down situation, but Liberty 2 of 8.
Yeah, let's check in with Emily.
Yeah, guys, remember Willie Corn telling us about developing more trust between Salter and his receivers. You look back to last year, he said we had to learn our personnel. It's their first season here at Liberty, and we're still in the process of doing that this year. Remember, Chadwell said a lot of these guys got here this summer. It takes time to gel, and it takes time to build that trust, which will lead to the consistency offensively.
3rd down coming. Option again. Salter going to keep it. Stuffed. Nowhere to go. This UTEP defense does it again.
Yeah, UTEP made a great adjustment right there. They're trying, once again, it's probably the 4th or 5th time they've done that, is they're running that option into the short side of the field. You take a look right here. They run the option into the short side of the field. There isn't anybody for the pitch man, but this time they brought the safety down to that side of the field, so Caden Salter couldn't pitch it. He had to keep it, and a great stop and putting Liberty a quick 3 and out and having to punt right now.
Yeah, I think it was Kyron Duhan, the freshman, who got to Salter, kept him short of the 1st down marker, so Max Morgan on to punt it away again. High, short punt coming up, crossing the 20, and making the fair catch was Cam Thomas.
This is getting interesting, Matt. I mean, you would think a great call by Coach Walton to be able to punt that football down and now get a fresh set of downs and only having to lose 4 or 5 yards from that series before instead of having to go for it on 4th down. So if they could put together a drive right now, this game could get real interesting real quick.
This stadium that was rocking earlier is completely quiet. Like, there has not been much for these Flames fans to get fired up about here in the 2nd half. Two wide receivers to either side. Locklear throws to the far sideline. Nice catch made, and getting a foot down was Kenny Odom. Odom had the big 60-yard touchdown grab earlier in this half.
Yeah, that's a really good and effective way to be able to work your short passing game. When you stack your receivers like that, they have to banjo cover it, and then that opens up that short passing game underneath.
Locklear pulls it out, being pressured by Reese. Going to take a shot downfield into traffic. Is it picked? No! It pops free. 2 Flames there. That was Ricks and a Corey Jones. Neither able to come away with it. And boy, Skylar Locklear got away with one.
Yeah, he's taking a beat right now. They bring Quentin Reese off the edge from the outside, and right as he lets it go, he's able to bury Skylar Locklear on the ground. That ball falls harmlessly to the turf. You can see right here, Quentin Reese stays to his outside and just does a good job of keep hitting them play after play. That takes its toll after a while.
3rd down, Locklear with time and just overshot his running back. Well covered on the play as well by Quentin Reese.
And there it is, right there. That's what it is, Matt. That is what's so effective about getting put on the ground. As you saw Skylar Locklear with no pressure on him, he's still backing up, trying to throw the football on a wheel route from his back foot because he's been feeling pressure. He had plenty of time right there, but in his mind, he's tired of getting hit, and it's getting near the 4th quarter. So that's that accumulative effect getting hit over and over has on a quarterback.
Yeah, that's a great point. One of the few times we've seen Locklear off target tonight on one of those short pass attempts. So the Flames are going to get the football back. This game has just been a defensive struggle. That one hits, takes a UTEP roll down out of bounds around the 20-yard line. They'll call it the 19. So a nice punt by Jacklin. Backs Liberty up inside its own 20. And right now the Flames just trying to find something to get Caden Salter into a rhythm, something to get this offense into a flow. You think back to the 1st half last week in New Mexico State. You just couldn't get that first down sometimes, right? You just couldn't move the chains and start stringing a few things together. Flames looking to do that here in the 2nd half of this ball game.
I think that Liberty showed a great deal of patience by trying to run in the ball between the tackles and run the option game. We're to the point now that you have one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. You need to let him stay in the pocket, run some combination routes, and let him make some throws.
Salter stands in, fires, catch made. That's Mobley on the reception, fights forward. His helmet pops off as he picks up 6 yards.
Yeah, so there's just a pocket rhythm throw right there. So just a short pocket rhythm throw. Make sure you have some success on first down. I would like to see him like, okay, hey, this is a position where, yeah, you're probably going to run the football. No, let Caden Salter get into a rhythm throwing the football. He's one of the best. He is the best player on the field right now. Let him show it.
4 wide receivers out there. Billy Lucas, the running back next to Salter. Now they bring Finley Hanshaw.
Full blitz coming.
Yeah, here it comes. Flames change the play. Let's see what UTEP elects to do. They back out of it. Salter with time. Now running out of it. Stepping up. Continuing to avoid rushers. Makes another man miss. Pointing downfield. Fires, and it falls incomplete. Boy, he went a long way trying to get himself free and get one of the Liberty receivers free. Eventually firing towards Dante Lee Jr., but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, with Caden spending so much time back here staying alive. He's back there just trying to find somebody. Right there, Reese Smith, who is working across the field, needed to come straight back to him at the quarterback. So you have levels. If you're deep, you come straight back to the quarterback. If you're shallow, you go deep. They both came horizontal across the field, and nobody was able to get open.
So 3rd down once again for the Flames. Salter connects with his tight end. Jenkins on the reception. His first as a Flame, and it's a big one. Moves the chains and moves into UTEP territory.
And that's exactly what they need to do. Let Caden Salter, a little mesh route coming across. He patiently has time in the pocket. You can see right here. You'll see 84. Jenkins coming across on a mesh route. Gives him time to clear. Let Salter stand in the pocket and make those throws. That'll give him rhythm, give him confidence. That's exactly what he needs right now.
Jenkins, the transfer from Coastal Carolina, had to sit out last year, but was an all Sun Belt performer 2 seasons ago at Coastal. His first reception as a member of the Flames. Now Salter looking to throw again. Plants, looking down the middle of the field, lets it go into traffic, and a flag flies. He was looking for Tyson Mobley, and he got tackled in the end zone.
Yeah, you can feel Caden Salter. I was watching this route develop, and Caden had a chance to let it go early. He wanted to let it clear, and you saw him stick his hand out, just point like, hold on, I'm going to let it go. This is what they need to do to bring Caden Salter
number
into
22,
rhythm.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic, 1st down.
So the pass interference call. Here you go, Joe.
Take a look right here. He sees it right here, and you watch him take his left hand, like, hold, there it is, boom, and now he lets it go. And hey, if it's not a touchdown, it's pass interference, and you continue to gain momentum. Caden Salter needs to build confidence. He had so much confidence throwing the football last year. He needs to get a lot of that back, and you get that back by letting him be who he is, a really good pocket passer.
As Josiah Allen flagged for the penalty, so Liberty on the move now. Salter going to throw it again. Gets it to Mobley. Tries to cut it up as they were setting something up on that side of the field. He gets about 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, I love the different plays that they're calling right now. You got a deep post that caused a penalty. You got a mesh route to Jenkins coming across to be able to get his first reception. Then you get the ball out of his hands quickly on a little bubble screen coming back inside. So this is the good offensive rhythm that Liberty's starting to get into. And it's building Caden Salter's confidence, is what he really needs right now.
Mobley leads Liberty with 3 catches on the night. Now they give it to Lucas. Shakes the first tackler. Has some room to run. Inside the 10. Bumped out of bounds at the 7. Boy, it looked like Lucas might be bottled up. He spun off it and broke off a big one.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better, Matt, for what they were trying to do. They brought an all-on blitz. You'll see they'll bring an all-on blitz. Bringing an extra 3 guys coming to blitz. And if you can get through that first level, there's nobody left at the second level. So once he broke through that first tackle, he's off to the races.
So the Flames knocking on the door now. Lucas remains in the ball game. Salter gives it to him. Up the middle, Lucas keeps those feet moving, falls forward down to the 2.
Now I do like this. I do like when you get inside the 10-yard line and you get in the red zone, you've had the opportunity to build your confidence with Caden throwing the football. Got a nice little run out by Lucas right there. Now it's time for them big uglies, them big offensive linemen to put their hands in the dirt and move people and run the football down near the goal line and put it in the end zone.
See what Liberty's been able to do in the red zone this season. 11 of 13 times they put points on the board.
I shouldn't call them ugly.
You know what? At least not to their parents, they're not ugly. And off to Lucas. Again, did he find Pater? Yes, he did. For a 3rd time tonight, Billy Lucas finds the end zone.
And that's exactly what the doctor ordered across the board for Liberty's offense. Caden Salter had the opportunity to throw the ball, run the ball inside the tackles with Billy Lucas, get in the red zone, let your lineman get some confidence by having them come off the football and punch it in for an easy touchdown, moving bodies back into that red part of the end zone.
And for those of you watching this at home, that was not the wind outside you heard. That was a sigh of relief from about 25,000 here in Williams Stadium as the Flames offense puts points on the board. Billy Lucas having to really carry the mail tonight with Quentin Cooley out. 16 carries, 80 yards, and most importantly, 3 touchdowns for the senior out of Erie, Pennsylvania. It has not been easy, and there's still a long way to go in this one, but you feel like that's going to do a lot for just the confidence on the offensive side of the ball. Nothing had been working to this point, especially for Caden Salter throwing the football, but as you said, got into a rhythm on that possession.
Yeah, he got into a rhythm, and they mixed. They did a good job mixing it up. Running between the tackles, take a shot downfield, got the penalty on the deep post route, had the mesh route underneath, bubble screens, doing things to get the ball out of his hand. So that is what Liberty's offense really needed. Now the question is, Skylar Locklear's been over there hanging out on the sidelines, and guess what? They may be down 21-10, but they're still dancing over there on the sidelines from what I can see.
That never changes.
That doesn't never change.
That doesn't change. Flames to kick it away. UTEP see if they get an opportunity to return and provide a spark on special teams. Here it comes. Cam Thomas with it. Trying to get the edge now, cuts it up, and he'll only get out to the 15 or 16. Good kick coverage by the Flames, and not great field position to start this drive for the Miners.
I think what you're going to want to do if you're the Miners is, I do like the fact that they use the very tight formations in order to help their short passing game. So as you come out right here after this touchdown, have a very positive play on first down. But I think at some point in this drive, they need to take, they've done a great job with the short passing game. They need to have success with a shot downfield, just like they had on that long dig route for a touchdown.
Handoff, running near side, wrapped up and dropped. That was Brylan Green coming down to make the tackle on Javon Jackson.
Now you do have to give Skylar McGee and Kyle Krantz great credit as Liberty defense. They've done a fantastic job of giving Skylar Locklear a lot of different looks tonight.
Another handoff. Jackson into the open field, some room to run this time. Big chunk play as he gets across the 35.
You're going to see a little tempo now. That's exactly what they need. Get some tempo going. The quick passes to the outside. Keep moving the chains. One-on-one down here below at the bottom of the screen.
Flames bringing the blitz. Another handoff. Not much happening there. As Bryce Dixon, one of the guys, getting in and blowing that up.
Yeah, you can really feel as if Liberty, I think their philosophy defensively, because they're watching Skylar Locklear and he's gotten a little bit, he's been hit so many times, he's starting to get a little bit of happy feet. I think they're going to continue to try to bring more blitzes, bring more 5- and 6-man pressures in order to put pressure on him to have him make that mistake as he made earlier with a couple interceptions.
Yeah, 2 picks in the first half, another wiped away because of a penalty. Oh boy, look out! Somehow escaping is Jackson. He's still on his feet. Keeps those legs moving to the 45, and he almost picked up a first down.
That was unbelievable. I think Locklear holds him up. Yeah, he picks him up. He holds him up.
What a teammate.
Says, get out of here. Go. Run.
Be free.
Run like the wind.
Oh, boy. Almost a huge loss. Instead, you're looking at 3rd and short. And may have put yourself in a position where if you don't get it here, you could still go for it on 4th down. That'll bring it into the third quarter. Man, what a quarter it was. We packed a lot in, didn't we? We got another one to go. This one far from over. Liberty leads at 21-10. A big 3rd and short upcoming for these UTEP Miners.
Hey, we ain't, folks, now listen. We ain't done yet, folks.
Well, we thought the Liberty ground game would be featured heavily tonight. We just didn't know it would be Billy Lucas. But with Quentin Cooley's early injury, he has really picked up the slack. Some hard yards tonight. 16 carries, 80 yards, count them, 3 TDs for the Flames. And he's been just what the doctor ordered.
There is a reason why he is called Billy Cool Hand Lucas.
There is, and these were the stats coming into the ball game. Obviously, Cooley the headliner, but Billy Lucas had a really good season a year ago and continues that here tonight. All right, big 3rd down, 3rd and short for UTEP. The give up the middle, and it's going to be close.
Got it.
Elite Naren got there to wrap him up, and I'm with you. I think he just did get enough. But one official has his hand up signaling 4th down, so hold on. They're going to eye it. They're still eyeing it, and they may measure this thing.
Is this my first measurement?
It is, Joe. Here we go.
Tell the folks. Set me up.
Old Eagle-Eye Joe has been known to nail more of these than not. Here we go.
I'm going to say, I'm looking at it right now. Oh, this one's close.
We know that. That's why they're bringing the chains on.
Thank you.
You're stalling, Joe. Here we go.
I got it. I'm trying to set it up. I'm going to say they've got it by the white stripe of the foot.
Okay, here we go.
That's close. I'm almost getting ready to change my mind.
And they're going to be just short.
Oh, I missed it.
They're short by about a foot. Now, I think you got to go, don't you?
Yeah,
you got to go.
You got to go.
4th and a foot.
That's my first miss.
That gives straight up the middle. Elite Aaron, young man, redshirt freshman who's really been coming on of late. And a huge play in this ball game right here. The crowd senses it.
Quarterbacks. Keep it simple.
Just let Locklear
quarterbacks
do the heavy lifting here.
But look down your offensive line. Find the guy with the widest butt and go right behind him. It's not complicated.
That's simple strategy.
Simple.
They're going out of the shotgun.
Right side.
And now they direct snap to the running back Jackson, and he'll pick up the first down.
Ooh, that was closer than you thought, but yeah, he definitely did.
So they threw in a little wrinkle there as
Wildcat.
Locklear went in motion, and they end up picking it up. So a huge conversion here early in the 4th quarter. You know, Liberty talking to co-defensive coordinator Kyle Krantz this week. He said they're going to complete those short passes. We just have to find a way to keep them in front of us and not get beat when they decide to take a shot down the field. The Flames defense has done a good job doing just that here tonight. There's a short pass, quickly wrapped up and taken to the ground after 5 or 6 on that reception. That was Trey Goodman on the catch.
Yeah, I like the philosophy because you winning on first down keeps your entire playbook open.
Locklear going to throw again. Far sideline, catch made. Goodman again, first down yardage, fighting for a little extra, and he's down to the Flames 35.
See, I think you can do a lot of that. I think Liberty's going to be a little bit, especially the corners, as much man-to-man as they play, because they got an injured player, but they're going to be a little bit more hesitant to getting beat. So running those curl routes, hitch routes, should be a pretty easy pickings for the offense of UTEP.
That's a lead in Aaron. We were just talking about him a moment ago. Made a good tackle on 3rd and short. Redshirt freshman out of Charlotte, North Carolina. While they tend to him, we'll step aside for a moment. UTEP driving, trailing by 11. .13:01 to go in the ball game. Liberty leads UTEP 21-10. Flames trying to improve to 3-0 on the year, 2-0 in Conference USA play.
Man, you're pretty good on the drums, aren't you?
Not one bit. Not one bit. No. Sorry to let you down, Joe.
Just see Mary Warner for Christmas giving you a little drum set.
That was not
bang away in the basement. No. All right, give that kid a baseball glove.
that's more like
that's more like it. Isn't it?
First down for UTEP, Liberty 35-yard line. Locklear going to look to pass on first down. Now pressure comes. He's flushed. Rolling near side. Still looking downfield. Here comes Joe Carter. Finally just flips it at the last moment and throws it away. Joe Carter closed in a hurry, and Locklear did a good job just getting rid of that one and avoiding a huge loss.
If Locklear, when he escaped out of that, if he would have set his feet, he had Kenny Odom wide open in the middle of the field, and he just didn't see him down there. That could have been a really big play. Kenny Odom found a hole in the middle of the field right when he scrambled out. He just didn't get his eyes downfield. Whenever you escape and look to run, you have to keep your eyes downfield to find that open receiver. Just flat out missed him right there. That could have been a huge play.
Yeah, Odom was the one with the big 60-yard touchdown earlier in this half. Locklear set up a little receiver screen. Catch made by Goodman. Still on his feet inside the 20-yard line. Good enough for the first down.
This Goodman cat is solid.
Yeah.
I mean, he's solid. And what they do is they keep him in one-on-ones over there. They put him into the short side of the field. They keep him in one-on-ones. He's a good route runner. And then look at that good, hard, crisp bubble screen move right there. Or alley screen move right there. Just a really nice job.
Locklear, that one blown up. First, it was TJ Bush getting in there. Locklear pulled it out. But the Liberty defense rallied to the football, and he's taken down for a loss. That's one thing about this Liberty defense, an improvement over a season ago. And you've said it a lot, Joe. Sideline to sideline, they've added a lot of speed to this team.
Yeah, Joe Carter did a great job of not allowing that setting the edge, not allowing that thing to bounce outside.
Haven't heard Cam Thomas's name here in a little while.
Yeah, they got to get him in football.
He comes in motion now. Locklear throws it towards him. And somehow he keeps his feet and goes for about 4 more yards. Boy, it looked like he was getting ready to get absolutely decked, and somehow put the hand down and was able to scramble forward for a few more yards.
He's got the low center of gravity and his incredible balance.
Dexter Ricks was coming in with bad intentions, ended up coming up empty. 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Handoff. Not much happening. Big Mike Jarvis got his arms around the running back Javon Jackson and throws him down for a short pickup. And it'll bring up 4th and about 2, maybe 3.
What are you thinking right here? So it looks like they're going to take a shot at it and go for it.
Well, you can, with a field goal, you can make it a 1-possession game. But as we know with UTEP, field goals have been anything but a certainty. And now another injury for Liberty.
Another D lineman.
You saw Elite Naren leave earlier, and now another D lineman down. We'll get more information on that, but for now we step aside. That was Bryce Dixon down for the Flames. He was able to walk off under his own power. Liberty already a little light in the middle of that defensive line. As Jay Hardy was injured last week, he's going to be out for multiple weeks. Elite Naren has returned to action, but here we go. 4th down offense on the field. 4th and 4.
Look right there. They're in that tight formation. They're banjo covering that, an inside-out cover by. They're playing man-to-man across the board, so they should be trying to bring some type of pressure from Liberty. Cover 0, no free safety in the middle. Here comes the 5th rusher coming, 5th and 6th rusher coming.
Locklear fires.
Yeah, got him.
Ball's incomplete.
Perfect design by Liberty. Perfect design across the board. They were not ready for that. You try to play man-to-man coverage, cover 0 straight across the board, brought a double A-gap blitz on them. Locklear had absolutely nowhere to go with the football. You take a look at it. There's your double blitz right at the middle. They got 2. They're bringing too many guys. They don't have enough to block them. You got to go hot right there. That's actually more on the receiver. He's got to know that that double blitz is coming, and he gives what's called a hammer call. Hammer, hammer. They're throwing it now. He's got to be able to get his head around Locklear, getting that ball right away to even have a chance.
That's Jerome Jolly coming on the blitz. He's had a good night for that Liberty defense. So now the Flames get the ball back. 10:38 to go, leading by 11. Salter looking to pass on 1st down. Fires, catch made. Now cutting it up. Treon Sibley still on his feet. Across the 40, lowers the shoulder up to about the 43-yard line.
See, man, this goes back to, and I don't mean to just to stay and harp on it, but this is where you see Caden Salter being more comfortable.
Right.
He's in the shotgun. He's standing in the pocket, gets the ball out of his hand quickly. You know, everybody, we've already talked about how hard it is to tackle Treon Sibley. They got to let Salter do more of this.
2nd reception on the night. Only 2 receptions for Sibley, who came in as the leading receiver in Conference USA. Salter now hands it off up the middle. Lucas gets about 3. Liberty, you know, they were known last season. You think back to that 13-win season.
I know where you're going with this.
2nd half, especially 4th quarters, that's where Jamie Chadwell says we just like to lean on people.
Yep.
We just like to just wear them down late in ball games. And you saw it time after time. They would just, everybody in the building knew they were going to run the ball. They'd still get 4, 5, 6 yards to carry and just close out ball games that way. Can they do it now? Well, they're not going to do it here. Another pass. The catch made by Vaughn Blue here along the near sideline, short of the sticks. So it'll bring up 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You run everybody off, bring Vaughn Blue out of the backfield, just drop it to him underneath, put yourself in a 3rd and short, which allows you once again to have your entire playbook in front of you.
Blue has been a bigger part of the offense tonight. That's his 3rd reception. Big opportunity here for the UTEP defense. Here they come. Option. Salter has it. Has the first down and more. Scampers across the 30-yard line and steps out of bounds. His best run of the night.
Yeah, it's just a great play call. Just a great play call. It's a great job by Willie Korn being able to see that they're going to bring the blitz right here. And once again, once you get past 30 right there, you're running the option. You're at the 2nd level, and there's no defenders there. Allows Salter to have a great pickup. I think that's just seeing it from up top in the coach's booth.
So first down inside the 30. Bentley Hanshaw in motion. They pull it out, sling it to near side. Sibley the catch, continuing to fight for yardage, dragging defenders down inside the 15. Boy, he is a handful.
I mean, that Traylon Sibley's tougher than let me think of something. Tougher than a 1800 saloon steak right there.
I was waiting to see where you were going to go with that. Oh, boy.
Tougher than an old leather shoe.
There you go.
I was trying to.
Injury on the field. We'll take a timeout.
come
Liberty
with
driving, trying to put this one away late. Joe will spin the break trying to come up with better.
Please reset the game clock to 7 minutes and 58 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Thank you.
All right, you see Corey Chapman being helped off the field. That's a huge loss if he's dinged up. A senior out of Hoover, Alabama, the transfer from Austin P. Tonight, Chapman leads the team with 11 tackles. So you lose him off that defense, at least for the time being.
I think what I'm doing right here at Liberty is I want to be able to get inside the 10-yard line, pick up a good 5-6 yards on first down, and then start running the football.
Salter gives it to Lucas. Little stutter step, now just lowers the shoulder, goes into a pile, and picks up about 1.
You know, you said at the start of the broadcast, Matt, about how Coach Walden had said they had their best week of practice. You can see the improvement in where they are defensively with their front 7. They're stopping the run, the inside. They're not great by any means, but they're stopping the run much better, and their gap control is much better than what it's been over the past year.
Yeah, we'll see what the final outcome is, but there's certainly a lot to build on coming out of this game for UTEP, especially on the defensive side. And that's really, I think, where most of the concerns were. Throw towards the end zone. Did he make the grab? Yes! Tyson Mobley went up and over the top of Josiah Allen to pull down the touchdown.
I'll be interested to see if he got his foot in on here. This one could be close. Did he have control of the football and get that 1 foot down?
Mobley, the transfer from Coastal Carolina. Here we go. Did he get the foot down? Yep.
Got
and
it.
he held it through the catch.
Wasn't sure if he had control or not, but did a great job. One more time. What a catch. Got it. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
His first touchdown as a Flame. So we talk about this receiving core. Caden Salter developing a trust with these new guys. He trusted Tyson Mobley on that play. He said, hey, I got one-on-one. I'm going to throw it up and see if you can make a play. And the redshirt junior out of Longwood, Florida said, I got you. Flames stretch the lead. Liberty leading 28-10 with 6:51 to play here in Lynchburg. Listen, it's not going to get any easier as far as the schedule goes for the Flames. Here's what's coming up. They host East Carolina next week. That one they're already saying is close to a sellout, so it should be a rocking environment as they come to town. And then Liberty goes to App State. Now, it's interesting. Those two teams actually played each other today. So you got a little preview of both opponents. And East Carolina came out firing in that ball game. They actually took a 16-0 lead in the first quarter. But then, wouldn't you know it, App State came roaring back. And they won it by a final of 21-19. So a couple of tough tests for these Flames for the next couple of weeks. And while still 6:51 to go, but it's looking like Liberty's going to move to 3-0. There have been some encouraging signs. At the same time, Quentin Cooley's health, that's something that will be a huge thing to watch this week. And also, it's still been a grind. It still hasn't been pretty offensively. Nothing has really come in rhythm for them through much of the night. They're really going to be stressed through the next couple of weeks in terms of preparing for two pretty good teams, it would appear, in App State and East Carolina.
Yeah, I think Liberty's offensively. Defensively, I think they've done a lot of real good things. But offensively, they're still trying to figure out who they are.
Boy, Scotty Walton, was that him screaming for a timeout right as that ball was snapped? Here's somebody on that sideline yelling for a timeout, didn't get it. 6 yards on first down. UTEP going to need to go fast here as they're up against the clock. Locklear flush from the pocket, being chased, drops down and throws a dart to the sideline. Nice catch made, rolling out of bounds along the far sideline.
Yeah,
that was Jaden Smith.
That's how a scramble drill is supposed to work. Breaks the pocket. The guy who was deep came back short. Guy who was short went long, able to hit him on the sidelines right there for a first down.
Clock ticks down to 6 minutes to go in this game. Locklear, time in the pocket. Now running out of it. Tripped up, taken down. Go for it, Joe.
Well, I was going to say, I really like Skylar Locklear and how he plays, but the one thing that he needs to work on is when he gets flushed out of the pocket, he's got to do a better job of keeping his eyes downfield. You're going to see someone coming to the screen right there. You got to let that ball go, have the opportunity to see that open up real quickly and throw that ball downfield. Keep your eyes downfield so you can see your receivers.
That was Brenton Williams, a redshirt freshman, getting him to the ground. We've seen a number of guys that maybe hadn't made a lot of big plays previously step up here tonight on this Liberty defense. UTEP taking a shot along the far sideline, and Trey Goodman nearly had a spectacular one-handed grab.
And Skylar Locklear continues to take shots from the Liberty defense. On his back again at the end of that play. You better put him in the spacious exit row seat on the way home on that airplane.
I think he's earned it.
He needs some ice bags and some leg room.
3rd and 13. Locklear now 26 of 43 for 244 yards. Has some time, now tries to step up, hit, dropped. And a flag flies in at the end. But TJ Bush never quit on the play and got back to him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Couldn't have said that any better. Should be holding.
Yeah, looks like the initial call.
Holding. Offense, number 60. That penalty is declined.
TJ Bush, last week, a couple of sacks, 8 tackles against New Mexico State. He was a freshman All-American a year ago.
That's how you pass rush. For all you young pass rushers out there, you get a push on the outside, pull them to you, and then rip your arm underneath. That was a textbook pass rush by TJ Bush.
Bush tonight, 1.5 sacks. So now up to 3.5 on the season. Punt is away. Ryland Green calling for the fair catch, and will take it inside the 35. So now the Flames just looking to grind this one out over the last 4:46.
Yeah. Now you lean on them. We talked earlier about leaning on them. Now's the time to lean on them, run that clock out. You
talk about Liberty and what they have coming up. UTEP needs especially when a new coach takes over, you're so desperate and hungry for that first win, right? You're preaching all the right things. You're trying to get everybody on board, but you're looking for that success to kind of make it make sense, right? You say all we're doing is the right stuff, and it ends with the result that we're looking for. It doesn't look like it'll happen tonight, but it does feel like they're moving closer to it. Sibley with the catch, breaks another couple tackles, and gets up to midfield.
I got to come up with a nickname for Sibley. He gave me some time. I'm going to think about it. But, man, he the first guy never gets him down.
Nope. Sibley was a guy early in his career. You'll remember they even used him a little at running back. Now, I said he's lost some weight heading into his final season. Wanted to be a little bit more elusive, but you still see the strength is there. Handoff. Lucas again gets 3 or 4. He's got about 88 yards on the ground now tonight.
Didn't they call that mobster like Teflon Don?
Yeah, something like that.
Nothing sticks to him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
So, okay, all right. You don't have to do it out loud. Yeah. just get back to us when you've kind of settled on something.
Figured it out, right?
Yeah, we don't need you just workshopping ideas over here. Yeah,
just brainstorming.
Yeah. Second down for Liberty. Salter pulls it out. Hit. Reaches forward. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. I think that was Josiah Allen that came down for the tackle. I don't know if you want Salter taking hits at this point in the ball game.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. Like, do you want Salter in there?
In there is one thing. When he turns and hands it to somebody else, I don't know, with 3.5 minutes to go in this game, you want him taking shots.
Yeah, no doubt. That's some big ball games, and I think UTEP, correct me if I'm wrong on this, man, I think they got Colorado State next on the.
That's right, at Colorado State.
And Colorado State is tonight, isn't it?
It is. They're playing as we speak. Last check, Colorado had a narrow lead early on. And now a timeout called by Jamie Chadwell on that Liberty sideline. Colorado now at 14-3.
Liberty's called their first timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Second quarter, yeah. So, yeah, things not getting any easier for UTEP either. And after that, you get Sam Houston, and that's a team that I know you were very high on.
It's my sleeper
coming
team
into the season in Conference USA. A team that, boy, was oh so close so many times last year. And currently they're beating Hawaii 17-3 at the half. It's going to be interesting, though, in Conference USA this year. You know, New Mexico State last year was so good, but then they lost virtually everything.
Yeah.
Sam Houston, their record would make you think, boy, they got a long way to go. But when you actually saw them play,
100%.
Say that this team could be pretty good, and it's looking like they might be that this season. And then, you know, you got newcomers like Kennesaw State that you know nothing about.
I mean, Sam Houston State almost were the closest ones, without a doubt, to breaking the hearts of Liberty's dream season. They had the ball first and goal, got 4 cracks at it at the end of the game in order to win the football game.
Third down for Liberty. Just under 3 minutes to go. Salter looking to pass. Connects with Reese Smith. His first catch of the night. He lowers the shoulder and keeps rumbling inside the 20.
I really like that. I like that play call. And then I think in the development of Liberty's offense, as they're trying to figure some things out, the more that I look at it, the more that I watch it, I just see Caden Salter. The most comfortable thing they have is Caden Salter throwing the ball from the pocket right now. And he's got so many different choices at receiver. Reese Smith making that play. Tryon Sibley making great plays.
Tyson Mobley
makes a great catch. Like Elijah Canyon's got all these different weapons that are available to him. I think Liberty's offense, it may take some time to figure out, but they're starting to find what their identity is going to be, and that's going to be Caden Salter throwing the football.
You know, it's interesting. It feels like it hasn't been pretty offensively. You look at Salter's night, 15 of 19, 228 yards in the score. He's completing just shy of 80% of his passes. He's been pretty good, like you said, when he's been sitting there in the pocket. 2 minutes to go in this one. Two minutes to go. Liberty looking to close out this victory. We talked a moment ago about UTEP's upcoming schedule. Here it is. Again, not getting any easier with Colorado State, Sam Houston, and then at Western Kentucky. So not an easy path. By the way, Western Kentucky absolutely beating the brakes off of Middle Tennessee right now. 35-7 in the third quarter of that game.
Hey, what about Louisiana Tech
They gave NC State a scare today. It was 20-all in the fourth quarter at one point before Wolfpack pulled away down the stretch. So again, there's so much you just don't know in Conference USA this year. Lucas breaks through inside the 10, pushed out of bounds at about the 6 or 7.
Well, Billy Lucas.
He's looking for that for number 4.
Touchdown.
Looking for that 4th touchdown.
When he gets that 4th touchdown. No, I'm not going to say it. We're going to let in the broadcast.
I tell you. A great night for him, picking up where Quentin Cooley left off after the injury he suffered back in the first quarter.
Yeah, Billy
Lucas 98 yards rushing now.
Yeah, carried the load up, but I haven't seen a ton of on blue.
And now a timeout called by UTEP.
I'll tell you what, Coach Walton, he doesn't stop coaching. No. Look at him. He's over there hiding.
UTEP has called their second timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
We're trying to get a stop right now.
I tell you, we talked to his coordinators. Said, all right, what's this guy really like? You know, you see guys like that, you're like, what's the real deal? And they're like, I'm telling you, everything you see is legit. He goes, so you get here at the office at 6 a.m., he's that way until you leave at 5. Like, this is who he is. He is passionate. He cares. He wants to be great at what he does. He wants to, give these kids a great opportunity. And
they're getting better.
They are getting better.
They're getting better.
And I'll say this. He had one of the best recruiting classes in Conference USA this past year.
Really? I did not know that.
You talk to him, you understand why.
Yeah.
Like, he is a guy, you talk with him and you say, all right, I can see it. I see the vision you're laying out.
I mean, look at it.
Now, he did say apparently he's a lousy pickleball player. He and Jamie Chadwell were teammates at the Conference USA meetings, and he said they got destroyed.
Yeah,
they were not a good combination.
Play you and I together.
No,
that'd be a problem.
We'd take it to him. Lucas, the carry inside the 5, comes up just short of the goal line, takes it all the way down to the 1.
Will they give Billy Lucas his 4th touchdown? No, they're bringing in. Oh no, he's still in there. They just brought in Von Blue also. Two back system now.
Lucas up over 100 yards on the night now. As the clock ticks under a minute and a half to go. And this homecoming crowd will get to leave happy. And
they're taking it. That's a good call.
And no, they're not going to get. They may not. Scotty Walton says they will not. I'm taking a timeout.
You want to go? Let's go. Now Chadwell has to score. That's
UTEP has called their final timeout.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, he's saying go at me, so he's got to do it. He left him no choice in this gunfight right now.
That is interesting. Well,
I can with 100% certainty tell you right now that they are getting ready to. Liberty is getting ready to do all they can to run this ball.
Why wouldn't you?
Of course you would.
Yeah, that's if you want to play the game, we'll play the game. And no knock on Scotty Walton. He's saying, listen, we want another rep.
Yeah,
let's go. Let's continue to play this thing out.
Absolutely no problem with that whatsoever.
And so if he's going to do that on that side, then Jamie Chadwell has every right to say, okay, then we're going to, we'll do the same. Let's play.
He's Scotty Walton's telling his team, I want to fight to the bitter end. We don't want to kneel down. We want to fight till this thing is over.
I don't think Jamie Chadwell's going to give him the chance. Scotty Walton is not happy about it. You love it.
Don't get testy.
Now, yeah, exactly right. And now you just want to make sure everybody plays it cool and nothing, you don't get carried away here late in the ball game. And that's what he's saying now. Hey, all right, we're done.
I'm sure Jamie Chadwell shows the restraint.
Yeah. I can tell you Joe Yock would not have taken a knee there. You
remember that Star Wars scene when he says, "I can feel your anger," right? It's like let it go, right? Luke Skywalker holds back, right? That's what that was right there. It was Luke Skywalker just holding back.
Flames take one more knee, and that's going to do it. The Flames finish off their 3rd win of the season. Well, listen, it got a little dicey for a while. In the end, a touchdown in each quarter. That's what does it for the Flames as they win it 28-10, move to 3-0, 2-0 in conference play. It started a little rough, but the Flames settle in late and end up pulling away for the victory. Meanwhile, you got UTEP still looking for their first win of the season as they fall to 0-3. The road's not going to get any easier for Liberty. Their biggest tests coming their way the next couple of weeks. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to build on this victory and how they perform a week from now when they host East Carolina. But for Joe Yock and Emily Austin, I'm Matt Warner saying so long from Lynchburg, Virginia, where once again the final score, Liberty 28, UTEP 10. Remember, all games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.